Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the stream. So today we're kind of just going to chill. Nothing in particular that we need to go over. Next week is when we'll need to go over everything between the new kingdom and an update. I believe they're only doing a smaller version of the update, I'm not quite sure. They end up making a post that they might not be getting like the full thing out for the thing. It's basically just going to, on the 18th, be starting the 3-year anniversary. I'm not fully certain if they will indeed have much of a patch out, but they will definitely have the new kingdom next Friday, so we still have that to look forward to. That's coming pretty much regardless, so we at least have that to look forward to. Anyways, in the meantime, they better rebalance some though. Whatever they're doing next Wednesday, I really hope it is some rebalance, if nothing else, because some of this stuff is just ridiculous. We should probably go back to using that Kraken team. Alright, let's throw down the Browns. Also, hello everyone! Hello Henny, hello JZG, hello Strawn, hello Bridget, and hello Redemon. Welcome all, welcome. Okay, hope you all are having a wonderful weekend so far. Double the purple, and now we just went off of Ellie. There we go. Oh, not yet. There we go. I love it. Here. Hello, Frag Hunter. And hello, Humberto. Yes, great weekend so far. Okay, let's see. Let's go use the, where's our Krakens? Did we not save a version of pure Kraken? I don't believe we did. No, we did not. Oh, we'll go put it right here then, if this isn't one. Nope, that's just the double wisp Christine X Queen Mab. Well, I guess we could keep that one. Let's go overwrite this one. This one will go overwrite with Kraken. Another Kraken. And get in the Forest Troll. And you know what? Let's just use the full-on Kraken variant of this. Why not? Krakens are strong enough to go on their own. And then we'll just go a brown-blue for quickness. Actually, Frozen Banner for better quickness. There we go. And should be good to go. Let's see what happens. Might be a little annoying against a Scion, though, but we can always skull it out when we get lucky off the Cascades. So blue's right away. Gives us our double green. Not much to land it on, but I'll still go for it because it's in a nice little area that I ended up missing. Take the green. Take the blue. Get all the extra turn damage. Take another blue. He'll take a skull to drain us, but then we get a bunch of mana. Whoa! That lagged for a second there. Whoa, wait. Hold up. You guys saw that, right? You guys saw that, right? Wait. That lag that just happened. How much damage did that just do? Hold up. Wow. That lag. Wow. If you guys look in the replay, which is what I'm looking at right now, they go from, let's see, 81 durability. So let's see how much damage that did. 81 down to 9. What is that then? That is 72? That just did 72 damage. Whoa. Not a Kraken. Not a Kraken did 72 damage. Well, technically. It was a Forest Troll casting onto a board of green. Did 72 damage in one turn. Like, not even like multiple extra turns. Just one single cast. Did 72 damage to everything. Well, that's perfectly balanced. We just did 72 damage casting a non-damage spell. I know, all the tentacles. How many tentacles would that have to have been then? Let's see. If there's 3 of them, so 72 divided by 3. What does that come down to? 72 divided by 3. That means it triggered 24 times. Wow. It triggered 24 times. Yeah, that's balanced. Perfectly so. Wow. Yeah, Kraken. I hope you guys got him last week. I still need to mess around with him on my Let's Play account. Unfortunately, he doesn't have it traded, but we do have triple Kraken. We could actually build this team. I don't think we have Forest Troll, but we could put Giant Spider with it, assuming my other account has that, which it should. It's a lot easier to have Giant Spider than it is to have Forest Troll. Okay, what do we need to move? We go from that amazing battle and then, like, nothing to do here. No board to use, no board. Can move that down. He took some of my manas. Nowhere else to move at all. Been a horrible board this turn. Okay, let's go double the greens. Oh, that one didn't do anywhere near as much. Oh, I really want to see that again. That was amazing. I know, that's like perfect balance right there. I think it needs a buff. There it goes. It partially did it again. But that was funny. It did so much damage that it lagged the game. We dropped almost all frames when it was doing that, and then it made like a ridiculously large noise. Yeah. Pretty sure it's gonna get nerfed. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets nerfed down to 1 damage to all enemies instead of 3. It's that powerful that I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Okay, what do we do here? We'll go take the rounds. When you use Kraken, do you lose and get devoured? Well, you can put in anti-devour in last slot. We only need double Kraken, Forest Troll, and then you could just put something else in the back. I'm only using triple Kraken because why not? Let's see. Go double the greens. Get our damage down, take a skull, and then just double Kraken to win. Come on, Devour chance. We need you. Don't. No! Never. Oh, wait, we can still get the Devour chance. Got it. You devour us, we devour you. Depending on the colors that you're using, Dwarven Gates... Oh, wait, never mind. Dwarven Gate doesn't have Mute to Devour. Never mind. Scratch what I was just about to say. Never mind. I was going to say, because there's 2 different means of Devour protection, but it actually doesn't. I thought it had Indigestible or something. Never mind. I keep forgetting it doesn't have Impervious. It has Stone Skin instead. It's Fortress Gate that has Impervious. Let's see. We'll go move that over. But yeah, you could always put something like a, what's a really cheap Impervious that would actually be decent. Dwarven Miner in some instances would actually not be horrific. I know he used to be like absolutely useless, but nowadays he's basically a Tyree that has Impervious. That's essentially what he is, so Tyree isn't horrible, and a Tyree with Impervious is decent. Not the best thing out there, but it would work. He's a common too, so basically everyone has him and can trade him as an option. Take that, get the Kraken down, get our Devour, double the greens. Purple right there. Devour. And yeah, that looks like a match. Oh, there was the big one again. Not super big, but all extra turn killed. Look at how many times that triggered. It's still going. Okay, there it goes. Never uses Krakens again. I wouldn't be surprised if they get nerfed so hard that that will happen. The same thing happened to Bone Dragon. Though they did say, based on their data, that Bone Dragon is mid-tier, which I find really surprising. I thought he became completely useless, but I guess people still use him. At this current moment in time, Keeper Souls in every instance other than defends is better than a Bone Dragon. We'll go move that over. And the reason it's not good in defend is, or why Keeper Souls isn't good in defend is mainly because of how random it is. Okay, well, we'll go put that in. Or when the AI controls it, I should say it's random. Obviously, under player control, it's fully controlled. Okay, well, we don't need to move any of that. We could just cast triple Kraken until we win. Kraken number 1. Kraken number 2. Kraken number 3. Oh, we didn't win. What is this madness? I go double the green. Oh, we didn't even get an extra turn there. But 1 more Kraken will do it. And down it goes. He's a Tyree with Impervious and no maps. Yeah, I guess the no map is a factor as well. Also, Arcane Tradestone, yay. That didn't take too long. I think that was like 4 battles. It's about a 1 in 40 chance or so in PvP. I keep saying that. Actually, it might be more towards, yeah, actually 1 in 40 sounds about right. Because I know that the Explorer's around 1 in 16, and it's about 3 times higher for that. So yeah, actually, never mind. 1 in 40 is actually probably correct. Somewhere around there. I believe it's a, actually, it might be more like 33%. I believe it's about a 3%-ish chance that you end up getting an Arcane from a normal battle that isn't an Explorer battle. Okay, well, we'll go move... Oh, we'll just go Distract. It's pretty tanky, you can take it. Then we just double the greens, which he keeps taking. There's no greens, he can take the following turn. I'm just going to wait till more greens come on the board. Only 1? I guess we'll take it. Nice, still got it. That over. Double Kraken, hopefully one of them will connect. Not the first one misses, but it does get a Devour. Don't kill it! No! Good. Almost got my Kraken. There we go. He lives! Though he's gonna die soon once he gets a wisp off on that. Now it would be a good idea to take skulls. So that skull will probably take. Now if we could just get an extra turn, that'd be great. Don't kill it. Good, okay. Very lucky right there. And the Super Krakens. How much damage did that do to the other little guy? Poor thing. Poor little thing. It just did 39 damage to him. He probably even more, but that's all he had left. Krakens. Gotta enjoy them while we can. There is a good possibility that this Wednesday Kraken will not exist anymore. At least in the current overpowered state that it's in right now. Well, we'll go take the purple. Can you tell a good way to farm Tradestone? You just try to farm from a kingdom in 1 hour or more to get Fire Earth Tradestones. Yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. There's a couple different ways. You either do a bunch of treasure maps. This will give you the most amount of Tradestones, but they're going to be completely random. The next best method is to do Explore. Explore will give you slightly less Tradestones, but all the Tradestones are of higher rarity. So, and you can target them specifically if you want like a certain color or a certain arcane and stuff like that. So they are generally done for farming when you want specifics, like if you're trying to trade up like a Kraken, you'd be fighting in a green-purple kingdom like Zolkari to try to get the Tradestones that you need for him. And of course doing an Explore would have a 3 times higher chance for the Arcane and 2 times on the Runics and stuff. But yeah, those are the main 2 methods. Of course, the other method is if you save all your glory, every single week you can buy the event week packs, and they end up giving you some minor Tradestones as well as some arcane Tradestones. And assuming you already have the glory, it only takes like seconds to get those, so it's pretty quick, assuming you already have the resources. And if you're not buying any glory key, you can just allocate all of your glory towards that purpose, which is what I always do on this account and pretty much all my accounts. I never bother spending my glory on glory keys anymore. They cost too much relative to how good the event week packs are. And it's always better just going for whatever the event week thing is. Okay, he did not have a Kraken. Oh no, he did have 1 Kraken. I was gonna say, why did that do almost no damage to us? It's like, oh, he only has 1. That is why. No, I needed that Kraken to cast. Okay, oh well. At least he didn't Devour. He'll go blue into the green. Actually, red into the blue into the green. Okay, some of that happens. Nowhere's near all though. Take the blue. Double the green. Get a Kraken down. If this misses, we lose. Oh wait, never mind. Oh no, we're not frozen on it. Come on, hit. Got it. Nice, nice. Can't drop that. Skull isn't enough damage. We lose our turn. We take Skull. We let him take the other one. Oh, there's one issue with that though. I just didn't let him entangle me. Forgot about that. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, let me move this over so we can hopefully get unfrozen. He was obviously going to miss there due to how few there were. Now we can just throw this down. There we go. We'll just glitch him to death. Let's see. Please land. No! Oh, he could actually win this. Yeah, he just did. No! The Kraken, the Forest Troll Kraken. The Speed Forest Troll Kraken. Pretty sure that's going to be like a third of our battles today. Even that guy's using it. Even lower level. Well, actually, that guy's not low level, but even people with lower stats are using it. Is there a good impervious troop to put in back slots of the Forest Troll Kraken team you're using? Probably the new Mythic. New Legend that literally just came out this week that's still available on PC Mobile. The guy that burns everything when he does his ability and starts with half mana. The guy in the event key drop hole on PC Mobile right now, that guy. King Salinas, I want to say. I believe that's his name. Haven't been using him too much, but he is red yellow, so you make it so you cover every single color. He also would apply a burn, which somewhat synergizes with Kraken since it does 3 damage per turn to all enemies. And for whenever you do end up missing, it'll start poking them down that way. It also just gives you some targeted split damage that you can do to take out a specific enemy if you wanted to. Like in this case, we'd probably use that on a Corvash right about now if we actually had it. And he starts with half mana, so it will only take you a turn or two to really get him up. And we'll go throw the green down. Wow, that was a miss. That was a pretty solid miss right there. Whoa. Oh, there's Corvash, the one I wanted to kind of get rid of, but nope. No way of stopping him. Alright, we'll just get some mana, keep poking our manas. Next goes down. Oh, gosh, no. No. Don't throw that much down. Okay, we'll just move that over. Hey, Lucky Skull, except he also got one. Gosh. What to do? I'll just move that up. And there goes Corvash. I think he won. Pretty sure he won with Mass Drain. I'm surprised. A lot of people stopped using 4 times Drain. Surprised to see it's coming back all of a sudden. Pretty sure it's just an outlier of one person using it though. But yeah, it still works. It definitely still works. It's just a lot of people have shifted to pure damage instead. My defense team actually still runs off of pure Drain as well. Or almost pure Drain. Let's double the green. Oh good, I didn't miss. Move that, move that. We still have a chance. If this devours, we don't lose. Got it. Oh, you don't lose. At least not yet. Alright, that kills him out. Take the blue to skull. Ah, we got full mana. Oh, please, yes, no! Wait, why didn't you get entangled? Oh, because we killed the other one with the skull. Ah. Oh, that's bad. Okay, well, we'll wait our turn so he Corvashes us so we can take actual mana without removing it from the board, which is why I wasted my turn like that. No! Oh, wait, yes, we have a chance. Please Devour. Wow. What a comeback. Wait, we still haven't won yet. Wait. What do we do here? We tried for the extra turn, didn't get it. I was gonna come really close. Oh, no! No! Oh well. Wow. Oh, in we go again. Hello, Triuni. Let's see. Oops, I didn't see your question. Also, hello, Amanda, as well, and Uthrix, and Jonathan. Wow, how did I miss this many? Also, hello, Zedicus. Welcome. Okay, well, let me start from where I was missing all of these. Can you tell you a good team to farm trade? Oh, wait, I already answered that one. Okay, that one I answered. And I think someone posted the link. Which link were you referring to? Let's see. If you're talking about like what kingdom is associated with which trait stone, you can look it up by just clicking any of the resources within your gallery on your hero. There's already an in-game mechanic for that to help newer players. The only problem is a lot of newer players don't actually know it's there because there's no like really obvious indication of it. I hope that the new interface that's coming next patch has it, but we'll find out. Also, let's see. What banner do you use for it? For what team were you referring to? The Forest Troll one? Forest Troll Kraken team you're using. Or you're talking about the Forest Troll double Kraken with the red-yellow king. You would still use the same banner, most likely green-blue. You could also do, or sorry, not green-blue, brown-blue. Well, I guess you could do green-blue. You could also do a brown-red or brown-yellow, or just as long as you have a +1 on your Forest Troll, you can then put a +1 on your Salinas as well. That, or you can just fully commit the +1s to the Forest Troll to ensure that he goes up very quick. Oops, why did I do that? Well, I guess we already had the mana. But anyways, put that down. Question, Guild Wars. If there is a red troop day, do you have to fight with red troop to get the bonus? Yes. Or you're just going to put the red troop in defense? No, you have to put it within your invade team. As this current moment in time, it actually doesn't matter whatsoever what your defend team is in any way, shape, or form. The only thing that really matters is what you're invading with. But yes, you have to invade with 4 of that color every single day. So if it is a red day, you would have to use 4 reds if you want to get the full amount of points. If it is a blue day, then 4 blues, so on and so forth. Whatever color day it is, you'll have to use that within invading, but you do not have to use it within defending. Even after next patch, I believe that's still going to be the case. Though one difference that there's going to be is when you are doing the defend, those defends will have to be unique once next patch rolls around. So that's going to make it quite a bit more fun to actually do Guild Wars, mainly because you won't have to face the same team 1.5 billion times in a single day. But yeah, we'll actually get to see some variety and people not using the same team over and over and over and over again. Okay, that I just need to put down just so there'd be more color on the board. Obviously, that was going to miss. There was literally only 1 green on the board. I think we're going to lose this. We have way too little control over this board right now. You got too big of a start. We might need to start using an impervious team again. I mean, not impervious. I mean, empowered team again to get those quicker starts. Because a lot of these teams, particularly the drain teams, are starting to get us before we can really get going. Okay, we have a chance here. We're frozen on the 1, so I kind of have to throw a Kraken. Even though there's luscious greens just sitting there. I could have taken the yellow, though. I actually could have gotten away with. Oh, wait. You know what? We could have actually killed him already. Oh, we still can. No, we can't, because now we lost the other Kraken. Well, now we can. There we go. And now we double the greens. We got the extra turn. Take the... Yeah, we'll take that one up. And what else we need to move? Nope, nothing else. Throw the Kraken. Still no Devour. No, okay, I needed him. He's gonna get a Valkyrie down. Not much I can do about that. There's way too much blue on the board right now. And it doesn't give us any benefit from even swiping it. Actually, we need to keep it on the board. If we could just get mana back up, we should have a pretty good chance. He keeps throwing down Mercy, which is nice. He's kind of wasting it. Come on, Kraken. It's almost impossible for you to miss on this board. Don't fail us now. He found a way. Oh, no, never mind. He's still got the extra turn. That's fine. Okay, move that over. And surprisingly, not enough damage to kill. We didn't get a single Devour, so we don't have the extra bonus damage. We'll just take a skull. It'll take a skull. And we'll take a skull. Well, that came way closer than it needed to, but we still won. So I'll take it. Do you change your defend team every day for the colors? As is this current moment, no. When they end up switching it, yes. And I will be going over that more in the future once it actually does get released, the unique defend team thing. Because that's going to be pretty huge change to Guild Wars. But as this current moment in time, I just leave it the same literally forever. As of next patch, when they end up implementing the whole unique defend teams in Guild Wars mechanic, it's going to make it so you basically will have to do different teams every single day. So at that point, it'll be it will actually encourage you to experiment more and mess around with different teams. And at that point, we will be doing that. We'll need to figure out 6 ridiculously overpowered defend teams instead of just 1 overpowered defend team, which will work. There's plenty of them out there. The one I already have set as my defend, I'll likely use. If Kraken isn't nerfed for whatever reason, there'll probably be some kind of Kraken-related team. We can't use multiple Krakens because, of course, you have to use you have to use 24 unique troops. So basically, each troop once. If you use one multiple times, you'd actually get a point reduction from doing that. So we can't do something like a double Kraken with a Forest Troll. We won't be able to do double Wisp, which is likely going to be nerfed anyways. But assuming it wasn't for whatever reason, we wouldn't be able to do double Wisp and stuff like that either. Okay, we'll throw down the doubling of the greens. Move the other green over. Double the Krakens. Kraken number 1. Double the greens. And as match. Now, why can't you do that every battle? If you could just do that every battle, we'd be perfectly fine in all these PvPs. But nope, its tentacles are like, nah, we don't want to land. What impervious troop could you use in the Forest Troll Kraken team instead of the legend you mentioned? We don't have it on console. Oh, okay. Well, let's check every impervious right now. So I believe that's the only troop you guys don't have that we have. You said you don't have Element Grim. Behemoth wouldn't be horrible if you wanted to put that. Behemoth behind the Forest Troll. If you have Behemoth, that would work. Dwarven Miner would not work in that instance, mainly because he has the same color as the Forest Troll. So does Behemoth, but at least Behemoth gains some of a benefit, like extra HP and stuff, so it'll still survive against a Kraken. Manticore I wouldn't advise as a last slot, so that wouldn't really work. Same thing as Gloomleaf, same thing as Krog the Dread. All three of them cannot be used in last slot. Plague would work, but yeah, he's kind of high rarity. War Sphinx, you already have all the colors covered. Void Portal, you don't gain souls. And then there's only Wolf Garrick. Wow. Yeah, there's not that many options that would actually work as a last slot for that team. No wonder why I never bother using a last slot in that team. It would basically have to be Plague, which obviously most people don't have. But yeah, Plague would work optimally if we did have to slot something into this team. The team that we keep throwing down right now. Where'd it go? I didn't rename it, did I? Why, I can't find it. Yeah, it's right there. But yeah, this team, Plague would actually be the best last slot that we could slot into there. That or the new red-yellow. I guess you could put the guy that kills himself. Because you're going to get damaged anyways if you're using him to try to counter out a Kraken. So he's going to go down to like half HP regardless. So at that point, you might as well just throw down the gigantic damage that he does. And it still covers every single color doing that. So yeah, I'd probably have to say Dwarven Slayer. It's one of the few instances I would ever actually say use Dwarven Slayer. But yeah, I think it would work. Right when he gets about to kill range, you just go and throw the ability down on the Kraken that's about to kill you. And then boom, you just saved yourself. And he'll also save you on all the Devours, of course, with the Impervious. But yeah, I believe Dwarven Slayer. He's also a... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Wait, what? No. What is this thing doing? Okay. I've never accidentally clicked that before. Oops. Well, anyways, let's go put everything back in there. Luckily, it's mostly just Kraken. There we go. But yeah, you'd probably just use Dwarven Slayer then. He's also only an ultra rare, so relatively cheap to trade up. I think it takes 3 arcanes. Yeah, it takes 3 arcanes for an ultra rare. Alright, well, go move the blue over. Double the greens. Also, if there's anything you guys want me to mess around with, any questions, feel free to leave them all in chat. We'll be around for a couple hours, so definitely feel free to leave them all. We'll also have 2 redeem codes today. One in about an hour or so, the other one a bit later. Yep, there we go. Well, that was quick. So this is why we use that team. If we could just do that every single battle, that would be perfect. Well, how much gold do we have? Let me make sure we get up to almost 1 million. No, I don't think we're going to get up to 1 million today. Wow. We're still a full 500,000 gap. Though Kingdom's coming out next Friday, so we'll have a lot more gold then. We're probably going to gain almost 1 million just when we do all of our keys on Friday. Next Friday. Because we have a lot of gold keys and glory keys to open. Okay. Refreshing water. Actually, it looks like it's about to rain. Speaking of water, looks like it's about to downpour any second now. I know. Oh, wow. You got a pretty nice Spirit Fox right there. Luckily, it is not a Kraken first slot. Oh, come on. Oh, wait. He has 3. Oh. Oh. Hello. He has 3 Spirit Foxes. Oh, he's using... Oh, I showed this team before. I showed this as an early game budget team a long while back. It actually does still work. This is quite a unique team that you normally don't see this mechanic being used. But it's a triple agile, 1 non-agile team. Essentially, the whole premise of this team, well, for one, it covers every color, because even though it only covers 4, this denies out yellow and this denies out red, so it technically covers every color. But aside from that, it has 3 stealthies, so the only thing you can target is the tank. And since it's tanky, you really can't break through it easily, so you get to keep all the spirit foxes protected and get a mass amount of drain. Yeah, that was one of the things I showed as like a budget early game team a while back. Oh, we got the lag kill. whenever it has that slight lag in there, it with the louder noise, it does way too much damage. It triggered 24 times earlier off of 1 turn, like one single cast, like no cascade to anything else, just one single cast, doing a gigantic clump of them. Ended up doing 24 triggers for 76 damage earlier, right at the beginning of the stream. What's up with the hags? They're both useless. You're looking to find a fun night hag team. There's no such thing. You can put on defense. You don't expect it to win, but if it gets a couple of transforms, you'll be happy. Any suggestions? Probably exploders in front of it. If you have like Gorgolfa Ragnargord, they don't have any color conflict with it. Plus, they'll give it plenty of mana. Yeah, she's really bad. It's kind of funny. It's like they had a hag in the game, and then it's like, oh, that troop is so useless. Then they're like, oh, really? Okay, well, we'll go add the night hag, a even more useless version of her. But yeah, all transforms currently in this game are pointless to use. There isn't a single one as this current moment, or I should say transform other. Transforming your enemy is useless to use. There is one transforming troop that's actually pretty good. Actually, there's 2. There's Baby Dragon, which can form into any dragon in the game, including Legends and Mythics, like Elamagrim and Dragon Soul and stuff. As well as the Wolf, because the Werewolf can switch back into a human form, and then back again, and then just keep shuffling back and forth to basically become a tank. A very solid tank that can just keep cleansing itself and getting its stats back up. There we go, nice Devour. Don't lose the troll, we need him. Don't troll the troll. Double the greens. Oh, I could have taken the yellow right there. How am I missing all the yellows? That's like the 3rd yellow I've missed in 30 minutes. Yep, I almost just missed the 4th one. I think it's because I see I'm frozen, so it's like, oh, I can't take that move. But it's like, oh, wait, it's a color I can actually take. Now, that one I can't take, because we are frozen. Again, can't take it. Well, I could, and just hope for the cascades, I guess. Let's go with that. And one more extra turn will kill it. Oh, why did I not take the green? Okay, let's just move that over. Come on, green or purple? Green or purple? Where to move? There we go. There's green. And purple. Boof. Like, actually, that's not gonna be enough for full mana, is it? Take that one then. And that is almost match. At least we get the wisp that has mana down. It looks like we're taking them out with skulls instead. As long as they go down. Have I worked on unique defenses yet? That is not something I've looked into. I will be looking into them after I do the best teams video, probably this Monday. Because I'm going to need to use a lot of team slots for that. Probably about 5-ish, I would think. As of this current moment, 5, 6. Not quite sure how many are really going to be shown in that video. But after we do that, I will go and start allocating all my unique teams. That will probably be done slightly before Monday stream and on Monday stream when we do that on Monday night. That is likely going to be the time when we really set everything into motion for the week. Because if the event does indeed switch over midweek, we'd want to have our defend teams already set. I don't believe it will be rolling midweek like that. I don't think that patch is actually going to be having that change immediately, even if it does have that change. So I still want to have them set just in case, you never know. So yeah, I'm going to have that. I'm going to do that pretty much on Monday. And then we can go over it all during Monday's stream. I will be doing an actual designated video for it in the future, but I have to actually test to see how things work before I go and bother doing that though. Let's see. You have been using the team in Explore, Cover Souls and Tradestone Farming. Thoughts? Dragon Soul. What is the Cur and the War? Is that KrissTigger or is that something else? I don't know what the Cur is. The K-E-R. Okay, I'll move that over. That over. And, well, let's take a skull. That's enough to kill it out. Don't even need the Kraken poke. No poke for you. Well, Kraken versus Kraken. Who will win? Oh, the Kerberos with Warlock. Wait, how do you have Warlock? Oh, War is Warlock, not War. There's a troop actually called War, so I assumed you meant War with War. So double Kerberos and a Warlock. I guess it's okay. Generally, if you're doing a team like that, you go triple Azurus. But of course, triple Azurus does cost quite a bit more than what you're using. Actually, no, it doesn't. And Azurus is cheaper than a Kerberos, but I don't know if you already have it traded or not. So if you didn't have it traded, then it would be more expensive. But yeah, I think you would be better off going triple Azurus if you happen to have it available. Azurus gives you a +1 purple link, and this can be synergized, of course, with a Dragon Soul to get his purple mana up even quicker. You're gonna set it to +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow banner, and then have 3 additional +3 purples, or a total of +5 purple when using a triple Azurus with a Dragon Soul in front. Generally, I don't really advise them for farming. The main reason for this is they actually nerfed its capability of being able to farm souls. There was a glitch that was occurring for a couple of months that allowed a Dragon Soul with 2 casts to gain the max amount of souls. They have patched this, so the amount of souls that you gain from using a, let's say, Dragon Soul triple Azurus team, which is the most optimal way you can do it, is basically the same souls that you get from using a double or triple Warlock Valkyrie team. And of course, the triple Warlock Valkyrie is a lot cheaper. Okay. Well, I guess we take browns instead of the blue. Yeah, we'll just take exactly what it says for once. Then we can take blue to the brown. Double the greens. We're not frozen yet. And double Kraken. And hope we land. Oh wait. No, don't use Kraken yet. Now we use Kraken. Oh, we missed. Luckily, both of them already used their ability. Oh, wow, I missed again. I was being really unlucky right now. Is the skull enough damage? 25%. What's 25% of 31? 7.5. He's going to survive with 1 HP, isn't he? 2 HP. I was 2 off. Or I should say 1 off, because I had a feeling he'd survive with 1. But apparently it's 2. And it's matched. 1 little extra turn. Take him out. Any good teams for level 72? It depends a lot on what you actually have. Generally, as an early game player, one of the first things I like to gravitate to is a Deep Borer Ranger with a Rock Spirit. It's kind of a classic that has existed even before Ranger got buffed. But ever since Ranger got buffed, it has been used quite extensively in early game, because it's basically one of the best low rarity team combinations you can make, since you're using a since you're covering every color. You have nice board control, and you end up having pretty low rarities. It's a rare, and a ultra rare, being the Rock Spirit. Can I show the team? It would be pointless for me to show the team on this account. It will absolutely get destroyed in the late game. It's made only for lower levels. The reason why it works early on in the game and not later in the game is because it utilizes boost ratios. And boost ratios that are based on numbers and not on actual stats become really, really bad later in the game, which is where we are right now. It works really good earlier on in the game because, of course, you're dealing with lower numbers early on. So it makes a pretty big difference. But yeah, there'd be no way I could show it on this account. It'll get absolutely obliterated by almost anything we do. That or we'd have to do someone with a lot lower stats, but we could, I guess, show it real quick. We need to find a mid-tier person. We'll probably absolutely destroy them, though, if we go too low on stats. But, sure, we'll go do this one, then. Oh, he's kind of using something kind of similar, so that'll work. So we'll go put all this in. He's using an all war gear team, surprisingly. But let's go use the Devour, double Rock Spirit. Currently, my other account's using double Ranger instead of double Rock Spirit. Double Rock Spirit is better, but if you happen to not have a second one due to its higher rarity, you just use double. Oh wait, why am I going to Spirit Fox? I mean Ranger. But yeah, if you don't have double Rock Spirit, you just go double Ranger instead. This team does need at least one Rock Spirit though to work properly. And banner, what should we go for? There's actually a couple different ways. I think we go for a brown green, just so we can basically cover everything, all the bases that we need. Yellow brown or yellow green, whichever one we find first, doesn't really matter. There it is, brown green. A new Guild War system. Will you get points for defend teams? No. You do not get points for defend teams from what I'm aware of. You get points for setting your defend teams correctly, but you don't actually get points from using your, like, winning with your defend team. The only thing that still occurs, from what I understand, is you'll reduce the enemy's amount of points, but you don't specifically gain more points. The only thing that makes you essentially gain points from that now is setting them correctly, as in not spamming the exact same teams 6 times in a row. They'll basically give you some points for not spamming the same thing. It's their way of basically incentivizing people to stop using the same team all 6 days and actually get some diversity into Guild Wars. Alright, we'll just take a skull there. Get ourselves a Ranger. Generally, you just throw this on whatever the biggest threat is at this point. I might as well just go Wolf Garrick since he's so close to death. Skull. Can we get one? Yes, we can. There we go. There goes his damage. Throw it to the side. And now we can just double Rock Spirit. And Rock Spirit, the amount of damage that Rock Spirit does relative to the HP values you see early on in the game is absolutely devastating. You can generally one-cast a enemy team in early game with a Rock Spirit. Double cast is pretty common as well, to completely team wipe with it. And there we go. Speaking of completely team wipe. But yeah, it would work something like that if you were to use that in early game. And if you don't have the Rock Spirit, use double Ranger. If you don't have any Rock Spirit at all, I don't believe you can get away with this team. You need at least one Rock Spirit and one Ranger to make it work. Anything less than that can struggle a bit. For unique defense, can you only use your hero once? I have no clue how hero will work with that. Like if different hero weapons will count differently, or if you can only use your hero once or that. They didn't really specify, but I'm pretty sure someone will ask soon after the patch comes out. I don't believe anyone has actually asked yet, mainly because basically no one even bothers using hero these days. But yes, I am not sure how that will work. We'll have to see what happens when they either answer it or once it actually comes out. I believe the defense system will automatically tell you, like, beforehand, like, what your points are, like if you're covering 23 unique troops or 24 or 20 or however many you're covering, because the screenshot showed it like it was. So, assuming the actual game does as well, that means if your hero happens to not count, you'd be able to know right away if it does or doesn't. So that shouldn't be too big a deal. But yeah, as of this current moment in time, I have no clue. Okay. Can we get a nice Kraken down? No, but... Or, I mean, kind of. We didn't get the extra turn, but we got the damage. We got it half nice. We got a half nice. Oh, I'll go take the greens. That down. Just doubles everything. Take the purple over. And we can just kind of tap him out at this point. Oh, never mind. I was expecting that skull to actually do damage, but yeah, we're entangled. We'll go move that. Double the greens. Dead. And a smash. Wow, almost the split damage from that ended up killing him. Good morning, Nigasta. Also, hello, Gillax. Welcome, welcome. Besides Fair Shra, is there any good troops worth spending Arcane Skull trait stones on? Arcane Skulls. Keeper Souls, for sure. Let me actually go through all of them real quick. Did I not go through a rundown on Monday? I think I said, I think I ended up saying Drake Rider plus, what was the other one? Drake Rider plus Keeper of Souls, I believe I said on Monday. Yeah, as far as Ancient Horror, not really needed. Let's go through every brown purple. Bone Dragon is okay with traits, but his ability is so bad these days that it's not worth it. Bone Naga, you don't really ever need to use unless you're using a Reali. So until you have a Reali, you don't need to trade it. Bunny Nog is useless. Corrupt Sorcerer, if you're going to be using it in Guild Wars, definitely trade it. Otherwise, you don't need traits on it. Dolkafur is useless. Drake Rider would be the best budget troop to put it on because he has a 100% chance to revive. If you're a newer player, that's like the thing to actually go for, to go trade up this week. I forget if Ella McGrim uses it, but definitely Ella McGrim if you have. Ferret's useless. Goblin Shaman wouldn't be too bad to put it on, another good early game troop. And also works in some late game troops, or teams, I mean. Grave Knight's useless. Herald of Chaos would be okay, though his best trait is actually his first trait. So that doesn't even take any arcanes. Keeper of Souls, I would say, is the best legend to put them in, mainly because he has the 50% chance to create a white every single time. Cabarrus is also decent value, though personally I never use Cabarrus anymore, ever since it got nerfed. But still decent with its ability, and it has a 50% chance to summon a ward now, instead of 100, but still is a pretty high chance. Nax is useless, Mimic is useless, there's a lot of useless brown purple as well. Ferris Ra is great, but you said no Ferris Ra. Obsidian Golem does have Stone Skin. It's one of the weirder Stone Skin options because it's only good against constructs. But if you desperately need a Stone Skin and you just have an excess of them, that could be okay to put it into. Other than that, I think that's all of them. Maybe one more somewhere. The Vampire is useless. Watcher is useless. Werewolf is very situational. I guess you could trade him if you wanted to. He's an epic though, so he costs quite a bit of trade stones for how little benefit he gets. Yaga's Hut, I guess you could put it on as well. It's very situational, and you would only use it if you were actually using Baba Yaga on your team. And I forget if Yasmin's Chosen uses it, but she would definitely want it. And same with Xenos if he happens to use it. But yeah, there is very few brown-purple options. Like I said earlier, it's basically just trait Drake Rider, then trait Keeper of Souls is the option for brown-purple. Cabarrus as well. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Cabarrus, but I do know some people still like using him, particularly with a Forest Guardian, of course, so it can get half mana pretty quickly. That team has kind of died out as of recently, though. Ever since it got nerfed, it slowly died out, and then after like a couple weeks after the nerf, it basically stopped getting used. Wonder if that will happen to Kraken. No, I don't think they could ever nerf Kraken enough that he would stop getting used. They'd have to nerf both his traits and his ability. If they only nerf one, people will still use it for the other half of his benefit. Same thing with Queen Mab. They ended up nerfing her ability to the ground, but her traits were so good that she still kept getting used even after her nerf. Like right now, this is post-nerf Queen Mab, surprisingly. Imagine what she was before it. She was quite insane. But she was the best troop in the game pre-nerf. But they ended up nerfing her. But now they didn't touch her abilities at all, her traits. So even though they nerfed her completely on her ability, she still maintains a lot of benefit from her traits. Same thing will happen with Kraken. Even if they nerf down the ability some, he'll still get used for his traits. Even if they nerf down his traits, like even if Tentacles went down to 1 damage to all enemies per extra turn, but they kept the ability as is, it would still be used just for the ability. Let's see. We'll go take the blue over. Though that probably would kill out people using a single Kraken into a team to try to utilize the extra turns. Because right now he has best extra turn value in the game. Second best would probably have to be Queen Mab, which is why she still gets used. Let's see. And the third best would probably have to be Elma Grimm, due to it being able to burn everything. Hello, Adrian. You had luck last night on Friday the 13th. You got Doomclaw. Congratulations, and 50 glory keys. That is very lucky. That is super, super lucky. Speaking about 4 Drake Riders earlier, when trading them, there's someone that did that. I really hate when people do this. The only way to make it not revive is if you stun it. And it's really annoying to have to deliberately use a stun team to have to take it out. Yeah, it is counterable. It's just you deliberately have to counter it if you want to get past it. Yeah, move that over, move that over. And I guess we just go Kraken crazy since we have 3 of them. Oh, we killed one, kind of. We half killed one. What a move, what a move. We'll just throw 2 more Krakens. Kraken number 2. Nice Devour again. And another kill. Oh, you didn't get the extra turn. Again, didn't get the extra turn. Yeah, we'll take the blue. Double the greens. And move a green into a Kraken. And move that over. Double the greens. Nice, nice. And double the Kraken into the win. There we go. Wow, with so many Devours. I think we got like 5 or 6 Devours that battle. Because they kept reviving so many times. Good morning, Mr. Thomas. Welcome. Talking about Kraken reminds me of the Tentacles trait. Was just as Kraken was released. Gain 2 to all stats on 4 to 5 times matches instead of 3 damage. Actually, technically, Kraken was released with 3 damage to all enemies when it was initially released. This was reverted about like under a day later because the trait was not working properly. It was basically causing battles to hang forever, and they needed a client update to fix this. So for an entire version, other than the like almost 24 hours, aside from the 24 hours, for an entire version, they basically had it reverted to gain 2 to a random stat every single turn, instead of what it currently has. I don't believe they'll ever revert it back to that. I believe what they would do is just nerf down the amount of damage that Tentacles does. If I was to guess what they would do to nerf this, I'd say they would move Tentacles down to 2 damage, and they'd probably increase the mana cost to 18, as well as maybe simultaneously also lowering the Devour chance slightly to maybe like 35%. That or they'll leave like the mana cost as is, but lower the Devour chance down to like 35, 30, something like that. Maybe even lower the amount of blues it creates down to 8 or something. I'll move that up. Get yourself some double Krakens going. And double the green into the win. No, 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 no. Don't drain. No. And we didn't get full mana because we didn't get Surge. And double the green for the kill. Dead. See you, Strawn. Have a good day at work. How did they change Queen Mab? For one, there's several changes that they made to her. And some of them indirect. For one, there used to be no troop in the entire game with Mana Shield. At one point, she could do her Mana Burn ability to everything in the game. There was no such thing as Impervious or Mana Shield being able to protect against it. So every single troop she was able to do her full damage to. There was nothing that was immune to it. So you could just keep spamming her to wipe out any team in the entire game. The other really, really big change that she used to have is she only required 10 blue in order to get an extra turn. This made it excessively powerful because almost every single board you ever have has 10 or more blue on it. So you could essentially just always get the extra turn on your Queen Mab. And because of this, you could just keep looping it with a Valkyrie or something and basically never really need to worry much about anything. Traits have always been the same. But yeah, it was just mainly the indirect nerf and then the nerf to her gem spawn thingy are the main 2 that she ended up suffering. But those are pretty 2 major ones, both of them. And it wasn't only her that was affected too. They noticed the problem with Queen Mab and then they nerfed literally every option, even if they were already bad. Every troop in the game got their gem spawn thing changed to require 13 gems instead of 10. Every single troop unilaterally ended up getting that nerf, even the ones that didn't need the nerf. Because after the whole Queen Mab fiasco, whatever you'd call that, they basically said like, wait, this is way too broken. How easy that is to get the extra turns off them. Yeah, the mana burn spam. The team that used to be used with it, or at least that I used with it, was Soothsayer, Queen Mab, Valkyrie, Queen Mab. We could actually go bring it back real quick. Against teams that don't use the shield, it's actually not bad. Soothsayer generally isn't used anymore, though, mainly because Soothsayer is pretty long to have to cast. Weird to figure out where to cast them correctly now that 4 times speed exists. But yeah, of course, back then 4 times speed wasn't a thing. Get a Valkyrie in there. Get the red yellow on it. Actually, we can go +2 red, +1 yellow. Not even sure that banner existed at the time, but let's go thread it in. Not gonna matter if we -1 brown because we have a +1 brown on our other guy, negating out the fact that we have minus on it. Mana search. Triple. Okay. 13 on the dot. Oh, we can't do blue. I mean brown. Well, I guess we do red. Okay, move that down. Problem is now that we got rid of all the reds, we don't have anything to really work with now. And what else we need to move around? I set my banner to Valkyrie, so if you just get that drop, we'd be good. Good to go. I didn't get the surge. Oh, we're frozen on Valkyrie. Hello! Okay, we'll go through that on browns. Double Queen Mab. But yeah, Queen Mab used to be like that, except slightly better. And that slightly betterness made her the quickest team in the entire game at the time. Yeah, that's what Queen Mab used to be like. Or kind of still how she is like. Apparently. But generally, there are better options than doing Masked Queen Mab. Also, every single time we cast a Soothsayer, she gains 2 magic. One is from the Soothsayer itself, and the other is from her actual ability. And that alone is also pretty good, because the longer the battle goes on for, the more powerful your Queen Mab becomes. And you can stack her up pretty high over time. Where do we throw Valkyrie? That's another issue, too. Valkyrie's a little bit of a caster, where you have to think out where you're actually going to throw her to. Not just a Soothsayer. So they both end up delaying the battle a little bit, relative to other options. Because you can't just click them and automatically have them cast. You have to figure out where you need to cast them. And of course, like right here, we'd be able to double cast if this was pre-nerf Queen Mab. And there we go. And, oh wait, he has an impervious. And of course, that was the other thing that got nerfed. If this was pre-nerf Queen Mab, we would have already won right now. But now we have to deal with an impervious. This is actually like the main reason why she doesn't get used anymore. Anything with mana shield or impervious, she can't do any damage to. So at this point, the only way we can win is by... Oh, impossible. It's actually impossible to win right now. We have to use skull damage or skull damage. That's it. And we have 0 attack. Fail. But yeah, that's why Queen Mab never gets used anymore. Fail. I didn't notice the impervious on him. Or the impervious on his team, I should say. That's funny. Well, that was a fail. But yeah, that's why Queen Mab doesn't get used anymore. But she's still strong when she can get going. It was a much needed nerf, both of the nerfs that she did get. At the time, without those nerfs, she was almost worse than what Krakens are right now. She was used that much in basically every team ever. And that also meant you have to deal with, during that entire duration, basically every team you ever fought was going to be Queen Mab spam. So Skull spam was pretty popular at the time because you're going to get frozen like crazy. So just plowing through the team is generally the easiest way to get through, since nothing on a Queen Mab team was really particularly tanky against Skulls. So you could just plow through with like a Shagra, Bone Dragon, stuff like that. Still, the problem is doing damage is that it bypasses things like with Impervious, so even if this opponent has the Devour, the Tentacles, yeah, the Tentacles will still do damage to everything, and it can do some really, really high glitch damage too, as we saw earlier. We just ended up triggering it to do 24 triggers in a single cast of a Farce Troll, which was definitely way more than it should have done. It should have done like 3, but it did 24. And I'm not counting actual damage. I'm counting actual instances. It did 76 damage, right? 72, I mean. Yeah, 72, not 76. It did 72 damage, which is definitely way more than it should have done. Alright, we'll get that down. He does have a Famine just sitting there. I'll watch out for that. Might get it. Yeah, he has full mana now. As long as we don't ever miss, we'll be fine. Problem is our first miss we lose. But as long as we never hit it. There we go. Next match. We don't need a miss. There we go. Also, they intended stun, so you could then stun her freeze ability. Yeah, that too. That's another thing that makes Kraken pretty overpowered too. You can't actually stun it, so you have to deal with its ridiculous traits forever. It has the best traits of anything that is not stunnable in the entire game. Hello, Adrian. Let's see. Try your red team for Guild Wars. Rock Troll, Dark Troll, Ketris the Bull, and Wolf Garrick. Sure, we can go try that. A little bit of a weird slot for Wolf Garrick, but at least he's not blocking anything. Generally, Wolf Garrick is more of a first or second slot troop. But I guess he can be a back slot impervious if that's the main thing you're using him for. Alright, we'll double the browns. Move that over. Get the burns. Now we can get pretty good extra turn chance. Oh, should have taken the skull there. Not gonna matter too much though. That over. Get another Ellie down. And it doesn't even matter what we do at that point. Let's just get a nice Infernus in. Hello, Takuma. In another video you showed your yellow team, Gorgolfa, Moloch, Amnesia, Famine. Is there any good replacement to do to have the Amnesia? Oh yeah, I saw your question before the stream. I forgot to answer it though. I saw you ask that on a video. Amnesia replacements. Let's see. Well, you obviously need a yellow there. So either a yellow-blue or a yellow-purple. Wait, is the yellow-purple already covered on the team? No. So yellow-purple could be something like a Herdmaster. Yellow-blue could be... What would the yellow-blue option be? I believe Herdmaster might be your best bet. Since it's still an Exploder, you still get mana generation, plus it has Cleanse. Astral Spirit wouldn't be horrible. It doesn't have damage synergy, but it has board control. Plus it has Empowered from first turn, so you always have it. That won't be needed, that won't be needed. Come on, yellow-blues, give us better options. A reality would work, but I don't think you have it. Storm Shield would be too expensive for the team. Only reason you can get away with Amnesia is because she has the really high mana gain off her explosion. Yeah. Oh, Silent One actually technically could work, but he doesn't actually speed up your points. So yes, I believe your best option would then just be Herdmaster. It's a similar concept of Amnesia, but it doesn't have a summon. You'd have to deal with no summon, but as long as you can be protective enough with the cleanse, it shouldn't be too big a deal. Okay, see you, Mr. Wilson. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. See you later. Oh, wait, I meant to go do your red team, the other person who asked. We'll go do that right after this battle. Also, then we'll probably give out the first redeem code, too. Well, this is not looking good. I can't even deny the green either that he's about to create everywhere on the board. Okay, so we're not frozen on green, so we can just take that. Double the brown, go from there. We are frozen on purple, but we can still get this for extra turn if it lands, which it doesn't. No! I wish I could really put Ella McGrim in last slot on this team. It doesn't work mainly because you can't loop him as well if you do end up doing that. It will slow down the team more than it will really help it. Okay, what do we need to do next? I want to try getting his mana, but we need to take a brown. And there's no way to do that on this current board. I might need to stop using this team against Krakens, because he keeps creating a bunch of green and blue. And if it gets going before me, there's nothing I can use any of the board for once he gets going. Also, can you end your turn? There you go. Well, that's match. Anyways, let's go do the red team. What did you end up suggesting for it? Oh, the Rock Troll, Dark Troll with a different variant. Let's go mess with that. So let's go get the 2 trolls in. Oops, that is global chat. Rock Troll. I probably should have just typed in troll, but oh well, we already started. Dark Troll. Get in a Wolf Garrick for the backline tank. 4 Wolf Garricks, go, no. We have done that before. We did that like the day that we ended up getting another one of him, the 4th one. And another one. We started with 2, then it led to a random 3rd, then it led to a random 4th. Same thing kind of happened to Plague. I originally got 3, then I randomly got a 4th, then somehow I have 8 of him. I can make 2 full teams of 4 Plagues. Actually, it doesn't work like that. Once you have 4, you can make 4 of any infinite amount of that team if you really wanted to. What am I looking for? Bull, Karis. Or whatever his name is. I mean, catches the bull. Him. There we go. Okay, so banner. I don't think you specified a banner. I'm leaning towards a red, brown, or a purple brown. I think we're gonna go red. Sorry about that. Yawn, stretch. I did finally get winter blankets yesterday, and they are so cozy. Oh wait, we can do the. Oh no, we can't. Never mind. That's the wrong banner color. But I ended up finally getting a winter blanket, and it feels so good. I sleep too good in it. It has improved my nights of sleep. It's actually pretty cheap too. It was on sale on top of another sale. Let's see. I'm looking for brown red. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, we'll go grab that. Where can you get the Dragon Soul? It's a completely random drop. The easiest way to obtain him specifically is to wait for him to come around in the Soul Forge rotation. Once you get your Soul Forge to level 9, you have the capability of crafting legends within the Soul Forge, and eventually, once it comes around on rotation, you'd be able to craft yourself a Dragon Soul. The other way that you obtain a Dragon Soul is as a random drop from Glory or Gem Keys. The chance that you would specifically get a Dragon Soul is pretty slim, but it is a possibility. But yeah, it's a completely random drop in most instances, unless you're specifically crafting it via the Soul Forge. Okay, we have nothing we can do with this yet. What we can do is take the skull, poke that out. Oh, wait. Oh, yes, we can. Never mind. Wait, how did we get a stun on it? Oh, good job, Knockout. That synergy actually worked. Oh, wait. Okay, good. If that would have cleansed, that would have been such a huge fail right there. I'll go for that. Get our double kill. Very nice. One thing to note about Devour, though, in Guild Wars, since you did suggest this as a Guild War team, Devour does technically lower your points some. It doesn't count as actual damage towards your score. Also, what on earth is happening? We lost our entire team other than our Wolf Garrick. Good thing he has Impervious. Because we can't lose him. Well, we still can to damage, but you know, we can't lose him by means of Devour. Well, this would have went horribly if it was a Guild War day. I don't think it's specifically the team, though, that went horrible. I think it was just him getting lucky, as that team normally does. Yeah, the team seems perfectly fine. It just happens sometimes. Until it gets nerfed. Nerf Hammer. The Nerf Hammer of Justice. I'll go take the purple. Do we even bother tapping him for 27? That's the only big problem with Wolf Garrick relative to a, what's the other guy called? Wolf Garrick compared to a Doomclaw. Doomclaw actually has good single target damage, though a lower chance to devour. Wolf Garrick has a guaranteed chance to devour, assuming that it gets a kill, but it has such ridiculously low damage. It has, I believe, the lowest damage to mana cost ratio in the entire game, a Wolf Garrick does. Without having the traits, he has a 1-to-1 ratio on damage to mana cost, which is abysmally bad. There are commons that have like 4, 5, 6 times their damage and mana cost, and most troops on average deal at minimum like 3 times their mana cost and damage. This guy does a 1-to-1 ratio on it, slightly more once he has his final trait, but still it is very, very, very low relative to other options out there. Wow, we have almost nothing to do. Gotta get that mana pull back up. Once we get it, though, we just need a skull or just to poke him with it. Needs something. Nope. No manas we can take. Oh, wait, yeah, we can. Duh, reds. I forgot we even used that. Don't kill us? Good. Okay. As long as he doesn't double Scolder, and he didn't. Yeah, we won. It still got the win, so that worked out. Kind of. But the team itself seems fine. Let's go use it in a team like this. Should be fine. Couldn't you also wait until a Dragonclaw Kingdom event comes? Yes. You can also wait for a Dragonclaw Kingdom event, though there has been one a couple weeks ago. So it's likely like 6 months from now, 5 months, 4 months until we get another Dragonclaw event. So the likelihood of that actually coming around on rotation is pretty much impossible. Or not impossible, but it realistically, you would have gotten one in a Soul Forge or from a random drop prior to it being in the event keys next, because there's such a long duration until it actually does roll around back into the event key drop pool. Okay, now here's the question. Will he cleanse his stun first, or will we cleanse the freeze first? Because if we cleanse the freeze first, we can just keep stunning him. And then he never can freeze us again for the rest of the battle. We'll have to see. Maybe neither of us will ever cleanse. That's also a possibility. Oh, there we go. We got it before him. So now if we could somehow take a skull, we could actually make sure he never casts on us. Or gets a freeze on us. Oh, come on. We both cleanse at the same time. Oh, now I can't skull him. At least not without getting frozen. Oh, wait, why did I do that? I should have done the doubling of the brown. Oh, and now we're frozen on purple. That's not good. Yeah, I should have done the double brown first to get Ketris. I'm so used to being able to fill that up into a Elamagrim, but there's actually no point in getting our Wolf-Garrick mana until we can actually get the kill swipe on it. So right here, I'm not even gonna go bother for those browns since we're frozen on it anyways. We'll go move the brown down right there. Need one more skull poke. You can find it anywheres. There we go. That's exactly what we needed. And he is stunned, so he doesn't get to do anything there. I'm not going to go for the skull since we can just do that. And now we can go for another skull. Need to get him down to kill range, and then we just win. I feel like this team is mainly just Wolf-Garrick. I don't even think we bothered touching Ketris the Bull this entire time. He's doing almost nothing for the team. Well, I guess we could bring him into kill range, but we don't have enough mana. Yeah, let's just bring him into kill range. Oh, wait. Should have done that the other way around. Because he is impervious. Wait, hold up. That was a mistake. Okay. Well, I'll go move that over. I can actually still win this. Okay, well, now we only have one. And then there was one. Alright, let's just keep taking purples so we can't keep looping. Go! Devour the one with impervious! Boom! Okay, well, now it comes down to us just taking a few skulls. Or never mind, we can't do that anymore either. I think he just won. Yeah, he pretty much just won. That's not good. We have to cast kill him, which means we have double cast against him. And all he has to do is cast once to kill us. And he only needs 1 mana. Make that 0 mana. Yep. Yeah, I don't think it's working as well. I see what you're trying to do with the Ketris. You're trying to lower it enough that you can get within Wolf-Garrick range. But you need 44 mana to do that. And you can't double fill either of them simultaneously. Because you're either creating brown or purple. And there's no brown or purple overlap. They both have red overlap and they both have green overlap. But they don't have overlap with either of the 2 colors you're making. That's kind of the whole point of using the Infernus Elamagrim. Is because they have overlap on one of their colors, which is on their purple. Whereas these have no overlap on either of the 2 important colors that you're creating. And you're limiting your amount of colors by doing that. It works with a Elamagrim Infernus and other alternatives similar to that. Mainly because you're creating so much concentration that you can loop between, that it doesn't matter that you're creating so few. But with this team, you're kind of handicapping yourself 2 colors. You're not using blue, and you're not using yellow. And you're also not using the loop to get into both of them. You're only using each one to individually go into one. So it's not really working out that well. I think that's the biggest issue that's really coming with it. There's a troll for each color except red. Yeah, there's currently no red troll. Every other one has a color. I'm not sure when they're going to be adding a red troll. Based on the schedule, I'm not even sure what kingdom they would add it to. That'd be funny if they gave it to Merlantis. Oh no. Where would you even put a red troll? I guess maybe Broken Spire would be a good place for a red troll. Maybe, yeah, probably Broken Spire. I don't think Blighted Lands would get one. Yeah, probably Broken Spire. The only place I can think of that's like volcanic. KZL already has one. No kingdom has 2 trolls, so... Broken Spire doesn't already have one. No, I don't believe so. Yeah, probably Broken Spire. Garnock would somewhat make sense, too. But those are about the only 2 kingdoms that really work for it. I wonder what they're going to be doing to expand this map. They did say that they're going to. There's only 3 spots available. There's currently, if we go and check in the thing, there's 29 kingdoms. The map can hold 32. 30, 31, and they're putting Merlantis in the ocean somewhere, so 32. Once they reach 32, which is by, like, I'd assume about May, April-ish next year. Once they reach that point, they ran out of map, and they need to figure out something to expand out the map. They're already thinking of stuff now. What they're exactly going for, they do not know. But, yeah, something needs to happen, or else they're out of room. I did say that they're going to always be releasing more kingdoms. That's never going to stop. But they have not specifically said what on earth they're going to do to expand out the map. They're either going to keep going south. As you can see, there's kind of plenty of room to go. They're either going to expand out in all directions. They're either going to go underground, or they're going to create like alternative kind of like maps to shift between, like different regions of the world. Yeah, we'll see what they do. Personally, I feel like the easiest way would just be to expand the map, particularly southwards. You can see there's already a body of land here. You can just keep going. Just keep going south. Or in all directions. But south would make the most sense. South and north, since it's cut off there. And it's cut off there. There's obviously something there, we just can't see what it is. Like here, it actually ends over there. Well, actually, you could go east too. Didn't see that. So you could go in every direction other than west. So just expand out in all of the other 3 directions, and then you're good to go. Because there's obviously land there. They're just not showing it. Show us the land. But yeah, that's all they really need to do. Expand in all directions other than west. And boom, you got your solution. Let's see. You just started watching your videos? Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, if you ever have any questions, need help with builds, or just want to see anything, feel free to leave them in chat. Can I recommend a good undead purple team that uses death? There's no such thing? Is that a trick question? There's no such thing as good all undead teams. Even with the new Mythic that's supposed to be used with all undead, it is pretty bad. Undead purple. Let's see. I can go make one, though. Let's see. Undead purple using death. Obviously death. Obviously keeper of souls. Let's see. Add is about as far as we're getting. Guess we get an Xenos since we're using all undeads. Would make sense. And I don't want to get a Fairish Raw in here. Problem is we have no mana generator. Problem is undeads in general don't have a single mana generator under them. They just have a bunch of skull creators. None of them, not a single one of them creates more mana for your team. None whatsoever. One of the biggest things missing under this category. Quite a few categories are missing a proper mana generator though. I guess the closest one is Fairish Ra, but he would deny out our Xenos. Not to mention he already covers every color that's already in the team. Also, I believe Undead only cover 5 colors, everything except green. So we have no way of actually covering green. Ideally, we could put like a giant spider or something into this team. But, yeah, there's no way you can get away with this. Banshee? Banshee's a partial mana generator. It would only give us red though, at the cost of blue. So it's not really giving it more mana, just converting manas that already exist on the board into another one. Let's see. You're trying to get a Tyree? Yeah, completing ellcarjen will give you Tyree, which essentially gives you infinite free maps in a way. It doesn't take that long to farm maps with a Tyree on your team. Let's see. Keeper of Souls. Yeah, I know. Keeper of Souls is a pretty fun trip. That alone could probably win this entire battle. You know what? We could use Death first lot. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to use it like a Crimson Bat. I forgot. One thing that you can't do anymore is it used to have 2x skull damage when it does damage to scold enemies. That doesn't actually apply anymore because they end up getting a different one. Oh yeah, Flesh Golem does have an Explode Row. You're correct. It does have some mana generation and a little bit of board control. Biggest issue with him though is he serves no actual damage purpose. He's just kind of tanky with a little bit of mana regeneration. Yeah, there's nothing we can do to cover more, so I'm just gonna go Fair Shra, I guess. Put it like in front of the thing. Wow, we are gonna be so handicapped on mana. Let's go brown purple. We'll go try it real quick. It's probably gonna get absolutely demolished, but we'll go mess with it. Did we do our revenge battle? No. Not up against Krakens, we will be destroyed. Alright, let's give it a shot. Oh yeah, Draculus. Wait, oh, I should have gone Draculus then. It doesn't synergize with the fact that we barely have any true damage, only on the death. But yeah, you're correct. That is a Undead green. Oh, so Undead does cover every color then. Why did I not see a Draculus there then? I guess I wasn't looking towards the top of the list. Right, let's take a skull. Nice extra turn right there, very lucky. Take a purple since we need it for almost everything. Get ready on a convert soon. Come on, we need those converts. Give us those alignments. Okay, we got it on blue. Do we want to do it though? I don't think so. Rather take some of that mana. We have it on yellow. I guess that's fine. Somewhat needed for Fair Shra, but there we go. This entire battle is going to be soloed by a Keeper of Souls. Also, why is Keeper of Souls in first slot? I guess I ran out of room for literally the entire team. You should never use Keeper of Souls first slot. I guess it kind of works because of what we're using. This team is just so clunky. All Undead is very bad. Especially all Undead purple. Let's see. Throw that down. Blue to red. Hey, we got a Deathmark kill. Yeah, there goes the Famine. Nothing else, we can do 16-0s. Actually, Xenos probably should have been back one and then put the Fair Shra in front of it. The only issue with that, though, is we would never get his mana. But now we're not going to get either of their manas. No, we'll just go move that down, take that down. Yeah, looks like we're just going to win off of skulls at this point. I think almost all of our damage, if not all, has been via skulls. Which makes sense. Most Undead teams do run really skull heavily. And yeah, that's pretty much match. Well then. That was such a ridiculously high mana cost team. Basically all mythics except for Keeper, and it's still useless. See, just because they're mythic doesn't mean they're good. Okay, well, let's go throw it down. Actually, most of the best troops in the game aren't even mythic. As you can see, like with the metas right now, most of them don't even run a single mythic at the moment. And this always pretty much tends to be the case in the game, which is kind of nice. Very rarely is the best team in the entire game uses a mythic. Sometimes they might incorporate it, like for example, Elamagrim and Furnace team and stuff like that. But generally, the absolute best teams in the game at a given moment only go up to rare. Up to legend rarity. Alright, we'll go throw down the Kraken. We're frozen on green right now, which ideally is not good. Very not good. We'll just move that. I want double greens, but I want to wait till we cleanse first. Or we could let him miss and then go from there. So we'll take those greens. I want to kind of keep them on the board if I can, but... Oh no! We needed that. Okay, well, let's hope he misses, and then we can go from there. Okay, of course he lands. Okay, we lost. It's over. It'd be over. That is definitely match. The amount of value it gets in one turn is insane. Now that is strong. What, do we have to go bring out the Queen map variant just because everyone's running the Queen map variant? Okay, well, round 2. Oh, I forgot to give out the redeem code. Let me go give out the redeem code. I just mentioned that earlier and it was like, well, I completely forgot. Let me go do that right after this battle. Didn't I say that like 10 battles ago? Who knows, but we'll go do it right after this battle. For sure this time. Alright, we'll throw down a Kraken. Nice Kraken, double the greens. Poke the green. Take the last little bit of our mana. Oh, okay, we'll take it over there. Get another Kraken down. Oh no! Frozen. We did get his mana though. And somehow still maintained our turn. From some other extra turn that fell on the board. Oh, we beat them with extra turns. We didn't even need any of the Krakens. What is a good Tesla team? Oh, Tesla team. Haha. Oh, there's a lot of fun Tesla teams. Generally, I build it either based around honor or based around a double, oh, what's it called? Either based around honor or based around double... Oh, what was the other thing I was just mentioning? Oh, double Fortress Gate. Fortress Gate, Valkyrie, Tesla. That's what I'm currently using on my noob account that ended up getting a Tesla because it's ridiculously cheap. It's 2 commons, a rare, and it's still ridiculously strong. I'll go show it right now. Hopefully it will not die. Oh, Kraken, though. Pretty bad against Kraken. But we'll go still mess around with it. We'll put the Valkyrie in the last slot. Normally you don't. Actually, never mind. I'm still not going to. We'll just hope we get lucky. Dwarven Gate. Double Dwarven Gate and the Tesla. The most budget team you can make out of her, but also, surprisingly, one of the best teams you can make out of her. Yes, I know it only covers 3 colors. Kind of can't avoid that. But at least we can do a double banner, if nothing else. +2 red, +1 yellow, -1 brown. And you get that rolling. So let's get right into that. I mean Dwarven. Did I say Fortress Gate? I meant Dwarven Gate, sorry. Also, redeem code. I will give it out. There we go, we get it all at the top. There's no way I'm forgetting after this battle. Let me go open it right now. There we go. I'll open up the tab, so there's absolutely no possible way I can forget. I don't even have chat open right now. I just moved it straight to the page that has all of the codes on it, which is only 2, because that's all we have left. Because Salty never gave us more. But it's open and ready to go. Okay, let's go and get our mana up. Just start getting double Dwarven Gate, work towards that. We will need the full double Dwarven Gates. We can't go partial on it. Oh, he's going to Kraken us. Please miss. Good. Ow. Ow. Well then. Okay, go move that. Oh, it's time to start gating. And we're immune to basically everything he has on this team aside from a Kraken, which will always be an issue. I'll go move that down, get some repairs, go and throw that, get some more armor. Okay, he did not get the Devour, but he did get the Queen Mab. Okay, let's try this against not Kraken. Let's try this against... Can someone use not Kraken? Even our casual battles have Kraken. Is anyone not using Kraken right now? Hey, I found a not Kraken. What is this madness? Oops, did I forget to lower the difficulty? I think those are higher stats. Yes, those are. We're still gonna kill them though. Doesn't matter if they have higher stats, we'll still win. Let's see. Where to move? I guess we go for the Valkyrie at this point. Take that down. Get a solid cast on the board. Now we have double gates, and now we can get rolling from here. Gate number 1. He threw it for some blue assist, thank you. Not thank you, it kind of denied what it just gave us. Fail. I'll throw down another gate then. Actually, we don't need the other gate. I need to get a Valkyrie cast is what I need, but he ruined it for me. Unintentionally. Okay, I'm just gonna wait. He'll do something that will hopefully help us. Yes, he did. And now we can do it on red. Not really a color I'd want to have to hit it on. Let's actually do purple. And then we could go throw that into another gate, into Valkyrie, into Tesla, into just throw everything at him. And then we get a nice solid Tesla for ridiculous amount of damage. And then get a nice Valkyrie on the board. Double check for anything laying around. Get another Tesla. And that's team wipe. But yeah, she normally does double cast. I accidentally did it on a higher difficulty, I think. What difficulty did we just do it on? Oh no, that was normal. Wait, why was this stat so high then? Anyways, maybe because it looked high relative to what we had. Let me repick into a Kraken. Yep. Well, let's go fight Dragotars and then fight a natural team. Because I don't want to have to keep constantly repicking them. Gotta save those precious gems. They're too precious to keep throwing at it. Oh! You know what? I'm giving that redeem code out right now. How on earth did I forget again? Here. There's no way. Let's see. There we go. I'm giving it out right now. I won't actually be able to claim it immediately, but let's see. Here. Go, redeem code. There. Poke gems. All the gems. Keep poking all the gems. There we go. Poke gems. Pokey gems. I wonder if that's what she was going for with it. Gotta collect them all. Actually, we're eventually Gems of War will have more troops than there are Pokemon. Wait, how many Pokemon are there these days? Does anyone know? I could probably Google that real quick. If I had to guess, I'd probably say 465. Have they actually broke 500 yet? I don't even know if Pokemon have broke 500 yet. Anyways, let me go and put this code. Let me go get the link for the code thingy and put that there. Let's see. Let me go get this copy pasted into chat. And boom, there you guys go. There is the redeem code, and there is the place you use it. gemsofwar.com underneath the game code is where you use that. Okay, well, let's go move that. Oh, hello, yellow extra turn I didn't bother taking. It's probably flashing that entire time. It's like, nope. Let's see. Gotta catch them all, Pokegems. Okay. Let's go, let me actually go Google that. Pokemon. How many Pokemon are there? How many Pokemon are there? Whoa! That is like double how many I thought there were. There are 802 Pokemon. Wow. There's almost 1,000. Give it like a year or two. There will be 1,000. The meta in Pokemon must be so broken right now with 802 Pokemon. That's... How on earth do you balance that many? Because I know there is competitive Pokemon playing. Because there's like a whole like meta game around specific stats and stuff for people who are like ultra hardcore about it. Even though to an average player, you'd barely ever even use it. But there's like a whole breeding meta game to Pokemon. Let's see. Well, we'll go and... What do we even do here? Purple converts, green, yellow. Wow, there's like nothing to do on this board. We'll just take some blues. And get our stats up. Get a Valkyrie down somewheres. Yellow would kind of work. Purple, not so much. We'll just take a skull there. Get ourselves a Tesla. And then throw into another one if we don't have a cast here. We do have red. Not really what I want to aim at. But if it's still there, I guess we go for it. Yeah, looks like we go for it. That is so much mana. Wow. And team wipe. Oh no! It revived! Into a Dragonette. I haven't seen Dragonette for ages. It's webbed. Wait, it's webbed, but it still has the same... Oh no, no it doesn't. Never mind. I was gonna say, how does it still have the same stats then? It doesn't. Throw that down, get a Valkyrie. Get a nice Tesla on it. And let's match. And let's go claim that redeem code thing. And let's do this against an actual team that's not all Krakens after as well. Pokemon Go is going to be crazy once we get all the gens in. Good luck trying to... I know, that's going to be almost impossible. Especially since they are localized in some specific areas as well. Anyways, if you claim the redeem code below at gemsofwar.com underneath game code, gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Is claimable only by PC mobile, unfortunately. But your invite code you can find underneath just clicking your settings, and whatever it says there is what you use. Let's go see what we can get for our gem key. You get a Clockwork Knight. One really weird thing about Clockwork Knight, he's currently the only troop in the entire game that can show you every single color simultaneously. Why this is, I do not know. Why a lot of troops don't do that, I do not know. And can we fight not Kraken? Seriously, I'm trying to find a not Kraken fight. And we get Kraken, and, well, that's not Kraken, but it's casual battle. Anyways, I guess we're not using this then. Once we get a not Kraken, we can go use it a bit more. Oh, here's the other version of Tesla, by the way, too. Apothecary Honor Tesla Corvash. That one will be okay, I guess. Though we can't stun Krakens. We can still drain them to make sure they don't do anything. Okay, so first things first, we'll want to get Apothecary. After Apothecary, we just basically win. And, well, we need to be able to cast it. And not convert out blue. We need to keep blue on the board. That's really important. There we go on the cleanse. So we don't need to worry about Queen Mab. I guess we go for a brown and start going into blue then. I took away some of my blues. That's going to make this harder to land. Okay, we missed. But we can get an Apothecary down, hopefully. Yellow, no. Green, no. Blue, yes, though that is the last thing I ever want to have to aim at. I'm going to convert out green since he's going to do his thing. Even though we don't get perfect value out of it. Still need to get it down. And now we can just keep spamming on the blue. Please, extra turn already. That's not good. Well, at least he got a really weird double right there. It did basically nothing. There's no blues, no nothing of what we really need to use. Go move that up. Get a stun down just to make sure he doesn't do anything. Slow him down a bit. Throw this onto blue. Complete miss again. Wow, it's not going over well. Very bad luck. At least if Kraken dies, it doesn't matter. If Tesla dies, we lose. Yep, here goes the double green, and he does mostly miss. Skull will let him take. Get a nice Apothecary down, hopefully. On not blue. Nope, there is 3 brown on the board. All in horrible positions. That's slightly better, though not really doing much. No, actually it's not much better. We'll let him take that skull there. Pretty much going to die soon anyways. Take out the brown. Not going to help us much. Move. There's nothing to do on this board. We haven't even cast Tesla once and she has like no stats. This is definitely not how she normally works. Yeah, Kraken's just too powerful against the Tesla. It takes away too much armor from you, and then you end up losing. Please be not Kraken. Nope, it's a Kraken. Okay, we'll do this one. Here, it'll work against this, because it doesn't have a Kraken in it. We got this. Okay, so now we can do it correctly. So, Skull we ignore. We go straight into the Apothecary. Any means possible to get her up. Now that we get her up, we just convert out anything other than blue. And then start working towards our honor. Pick some skull, get her back up once more. Getting pretty bad luck with everything that happens from the cascades. Let's see, red. A lot of mana, no, nothing good though. Green, same thing, a lot of mana. No extra turn. I guess we do it on yellow, that'll be fine. Not too much mana, but we can get it going, that'll be fine. Okay, I think we got it. Finally. Only took us like 3 attempts. So we did get it rolling. And now that we have that up, we just throw Tesla, throw it back into honor, and then we just win with another cycle. See, why couldn't it have done this like the first time when we tried doing it? This is what it's supposed to do. And then you just win with one more Tesla cast. I do kind of prefer doing the gate version these days, though. Okay, well, we'll just skull distract. We have so much armor that it's not even going to matter at this point. Just throw in that nice honor. Get ourselves some reds to get the last little bit of mana we need. Almost there. 3 off. And he takes our extra turn away from us. Oh, but he gives us another one, so there we go. And that is way more than enough damage, and down it goes. As a console player, you'll cry into your cereal while all the redeem codes. Well, the redeem codes don't really give much resources, but they are kind of helpful. This is a little something. But yeah, I wish I could give you guys redeem codes. I would if I could. Alright, well, hey, look. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, hey, look, not a Kraken team. Nope, I lied. It is a Kraken team. Oh, why? Kraken. Well, if you can't beat them, join them. Where's our Kraken team? Kraken, come. We need you. Get a triple Kraken to instantly kill the entire enemy team again. Let's see it. Go. Okay. What do we need to move here? We'll go take brown over. Got frozen some. Brown over. Brown up. He'll double green. He hits. We'll double green. We'll hopefully hit as well. I need to start just putting Queen Mab into this team. I like not using her because we get more damage output by not using her with the Kraken extra turns. But every single time we don't use her, this happens. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. That. Single turn wipe. Yeah, we're gonna need to use the Queen Mab variants. Can't get away from it, I don't think. Okay, this one I can keep it as is now, for now, though. It's only Dark Masters. Free resources. All the frees. Okay, well, we'll move that down. Also, if anyone has any questions or if I missed anything, feel free to leave it in chat and we can definitely get around to it. If you guys have any questions, anything you want me to show or anything of the such, or need help building teams or anything. Otherwise, we'll kind of just be chilling for the next 2 hours or so. You know you would, Tacet. You just like making the I can't redeem. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Well, I'll go and what do we even move here? I guess we'll take the green down. It doesn't even really matter much of what we even do this battle. It's just 3 Dark Masters. Even if we played horrifically bad, there isn't a single thing he can do to us. He can deal 9 damage at a time. That's the best he can do. Huge damage right there due to the glitch. And that is match. Yeah, that glitch is really overpowered. Like, it's only supposed to do, like, maybe, like, 21 damage with 3 Krakens. And then it'll just come in with a 60-something damage drop out of nowhere. It's not even a cast, just from an extra turn. It's like, okay, yeah, that seems perfectly balanced. Perfectly balanced. Hey, an Arcane. That's also perfectly balanced. Okay, let's go put a Queen Mab into this already. Just so we don't have to deal with all the annoyingness of not having the freeze. Alright, and we'll roll with that. To keep the Krakens up front in case we need to skull with them. It does make it a little bit worse against Corvash, but makes it better against everything else. Okay, well, move that over. Looks like we're going straight into the Kraken. There we go. Normally I don't go Kraken first, but if we can get it that quick, it doesn't matter. Queen Mab, we do not have enough blues. We still don't have enough blues. Actually, we have even less. And now I think we have even less. No, same now. Now we can just Kraken into a queen. Now we got Devour. Didn't get the extra turn though. And now he gets them all. Blue. Brown? Both? No, let's take that over. No Queen Mab still. Wow, she just does not want to cast this battle. Double the greens. 7. It just keeps going down. The entire battle is just going to go down until it reaches 0 greens on the board. I mean 0 blues. 11. Come on. Come on, Queen Mab, do something. There we go. Now we can get Queen Mab for sure. And then we team wipe with her. Oh yeah, I could have just casted that the previous turn. We didn't need an extra turn at that point. Well. I didn't even need to do that. Hey, the exact same team. Uses Forest Troll up front though for the Entangle disable. Unless there's a Scion, I really don't need to do that. I'd rather have the higher skull damage output. Scion's about the only thing we'd really have to counter that way. Okay, let's go. What to do here? There's no extra turn anywhere, unless we can do a 2 or move, which is not possible. We could try doubling the barely any mana that's on the board. I'm just gonna swipe. And we could try again. Maybe double. It's skull distract. Here, I have a skull. Goes like that. Then we can double green and go from there. Okay, he's gonna double green too, so let's take some of his greens. Take the ones that are more inner, so he has a less chance of hitting. Though he still got it, and it looks like he's gonna win. Come on, even with freeze, we can't get him down. Though it does help if we can actually get the freeze, otherwise that will happen immediately. Yeah, all this game is at the moment is who gets their infinite loop going first. And of course everyone using Queen Mad because they need to counter out the enemy's infinite loop. And that's the easiest way to do so automatically without having any kind of like disadvantage on your team. Well then. What an odd meta it is right now. But that should be changing probably next week. Hey, better. We need change. Can't stay like this forever. Alright, we'll throw down the Kraken. Scion's gonna have to do its thing. Also, this would have been a nice time to go use Forest Troll in first slot. Counter out the Scion. We'll still be able to win without that, but would have been easier. For that reason. And now we're frozen. Get our manas. Queen map can't be frozen, so at least we have her as a little bit of bait. Oh no! But I was looking at her, it's like, oh yeah, we're not frozen on purple. Yeah, Kraken still can get frozen though. Fail. Okay. We'll let it steal 5 mana. It's fine. 5 is 5. Oh, we are cleansed on green now. Problem is we can't take his mana. Still can't take his mana. Now we can. Except he might hit Valkyrie before we do. Okay, good. We are frozen on blue, so I can't go for that. What I can do is double the green and miss. And get frozen. And then get him to steal all of our mana. And then get him to kill it. And then we lose. Even against the Scion. Even against the Scion. All the week you see that team or the double wisp. Oh yeah, double wisp is also pretty annoying. Though I find Kraken to be even worse than double wisp at the moment. Double wisp is annoying, but at least it can be like core vash and stuff like that because most people use it in the first 2 slots. Against stuff. Oh, why did I take that red? Against stuff like this, you do reach a point where it just auto wins without even having anything that you can do about it. Like right now, if he lands that, we lose. Okay, good. He missed. Well, now we win. Now the exact opposite happens. We get to do what he was about to do to us. To him. And we got the cleanse as well. Also, thank you, Von Hessen, for you subscribe. Much appreciated. But yeah, now we get to do what he was just about to do, which is instantly win, essentially. And that's match. But yeah, whoever gets the infinite loop off first is the winner in every single instance. You know what? I think I am going to put the Forest Troll in first slot. Just so we don't have to keep switching it every single time. And then just use the Queen Mab as bait in the back. I suggest any strong defend teams. Double Wisp. That's really cheap. And it will be nerfed soon. But as this current moment in time, it's one of the cheapest really strong defend teams. Other than that, going all goblins if you're early in the game could be an okay option. Because goblins don't really mess up that much since the AI can't really do anything to mess them up. So they're generally a decent idea. Oh, come on! Really? I just got his mana up. Other than that, going with something like a 4x Dragon team is still okay. Not really for late game. Late game right now is basically just infinite Kraken loop with variations of Queen Mab. Also, Drain spam works pretty decently too. If you go something like a Scion, Corvash, Spirit Fox, and one other Drainer. A lot of people like running with that as well as this current moment in time. Did we give it Reds? I guess so. I need to take my mana. Almost nothing else we can really take on the board. We gotta get something to move us forward, even if it gives him something. Yep, gonna have to keep giving him like small little bits of pokes until we, oh come on, it's second Devour. He's gonna get 100% Devour rate by the end of this battle. Let's see if he gets 3 in a row. Okay, we'll get Queen Mab up. Not really gonna help much though. Speaking about not helping much. Okay. It technically would be possible if we could Queen Mab enough, but that is very, very unlikely to get that many Queen Mabs off. Let's see. Nope. I can't even really deny him on skulls right here. There's too many skulls on the board. Can't stop both of them. Okay, he actually did not devour us at 100% rate. Surprising. Okay, this is way over. I don't know why I'm trying to play it out at the moment, but that is over. That is very over. Oh, I wonder if Queen Mab is being used a lot right now. Wow. Not on the casual battle, but on PvP, it's literally everyone that shows up right now. Well. Also, I think we're marrying each other. The mares are everywhere. Yep, it's a mare. Oh, it's a sea troll version of the mare. Close enough. I actually used to run the sea troll version, but then I realized, oh, double Kraken's actually so much damage. I might as well just use double Kraken. Still works. Ooh. Oh, we're not frozen on blue. We can actually go for that. Nice. Then we'll take the purple. Then we'll throw a Kraken. And then we're good to go. Get a Queen Mab. And double green? I don't think that's gonna land. Oh, I just keep... That doesn't help it either. That doesn't help the situation. Okay. Go move this over. Just clear out some of this. Get our extra turn. Blue we can take. We're not frozen on it. And there's enough greens now that we can go for it. Now we have double Kraken. Nice. Now we win. And there we go. That's match. Let us cast. And down he goes. Yeah, no problem. If anyone else has any other questions, team builds you want me to mess around with or anything else, feel free to leave in chat. I'll have another redeem code in about an hour. And I don't know if the one below has already been used, but should hopefully still be active. Hey, look at that. So much variation. The exact same team versus exact same team. Good job, PvP. No, at least Guild Wars will be fixed. I don't know what they're going to do to address it in PvP, because PvP has the same issue. Even once they fix it in Guild Wars, that's coming soon, they're still going to have the exact same problem in PvP. So, yeah. Definitely would be nice if they added some incentive to normal PvP to also use not the exact same team every single time. Because right now everyone just runs whatever meta is. And giving more stats to certain teams doesn't work. We found that out when they ended up adding 50%. The only thing that 50% bonus did was make a different meta per week. It didn't actually solve the problem of people all using the exact same team over and over again. Okay, he can double the greens. Well, we're kind of going to have to let him. I think he won at this point. He has too many freezes on us relative to the 0 we have on him. He has to miss this for us to win. And he doesn't. Now I need him to not devour. Could give us a slight chance as well. There's no... Oh, wait, we can take the blue. Oh, we didn't surge, though. Or at least not on the color we needed it to. Okay, we cleansed on one, though that doesn't actually give us any benefit. We have double Kraken now. But we're not unfrozen on the one we need to be. No Devour. Again, we're not unfrozen on the ones we need to be. Still have a slight chance. Now we don't. And it's over. We would have to survive 2 Krakens. Go. Nope, didn't get it. Oh, gosh. Really just a roll of the dice on which team side ends up getting it. Code has expired. 4 times peasant. No, we're not going to do 4 times peasants. We've done it before. I'll go get the 4 times peasant video out there. Actually, that's the reason why I even did a video for 4 times peasant. Was mainly so people would stop asking me to do 4 times peasants. Because prior to me doing 4 times peasant, everyone asked. But let me go get it real quick. It's not like we've never done it before. Let me go get it. I specifically did a video for cases like this, when it has been requested for 4 peasants. We still haven't done 4 times Fortress Gate. We will do that in the future. It will take like half an hour to an hour. Let's see, 4 times peasant should bring it up. Oops, I just spelled peasant wrong. It still comes up though. Here we go, 4 times peasant. Let's go get that video. Here you guys go, here's 4 times peasant. If you want me to do 4 times peasant, there is a 13-minute video of me trying to win with it. Back when stats actually made it slightly easier to do so. Yeah, there's peasants. Try a full Devour team? Sure we could try that. I think most full Devour teams are pretty clunky though, because generally you need mana generation to make them work. But yeah, we can go try it real quick after this battle. See what can work. Obviously one of them will be Kraken. That's probably the most obvious choice that we're going for. We have him entangled now, so we don't need to worry about that for a few turns. Which will give us enough time to get him to full mana. There we go. And now 2 times he could have stolen all of our mana, but we stopped him. And now we can just go Kraken. There we go, nice. Kraken number 1. Other Kraken. Kraken number 2. Get our damage down, nice. Double the greens. Good. And move that over. And what else we need to do? Kraken? Yeah, Kraken would be fine. Triple kill. Down it goes. Okay, let's go use an all Devour team. Yeah, Kraken Doomclaw. I don't think I've bothered doing that yet. A combo. Yeah, let's go use all Devour. Oh, that might be a little bit annoying against Wisps. Actually, let me go against not Wisps. Let's go against a Guard Avatar. Okay, so let's use 4 times Devour. So everything that has Devour in it. So we need... Oh, I should probably go and find it a different way. Let's see. There's an easier way of finding them. Spell effect. Devour. Devour, there we go. So there is technically only 6, really? I always thought there was more Devours than that. 6. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't count Black Beast because he devours an ally, not the enemy. Well, let's put in a Great Maul, obviously. Put in a Kraken. And what is the 4th option then? Are any of them covering a color that we don't already have? Red, so I guess we get Sand Shark in. So, Sand Shark, we'll put that there. Keep the Doomclaw in the back so Kraken can feed it mana. And we'll go from there. So we have a 100% chance to devour. We have a 40% chance to devour. We have a 25% chance to devour. And we have 2 20% chances to devour. So there's all Devour. Let's go a green-purple just for all in on Kraken. And see what this can do. Okay, well, there we go. All Devour. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, Wolf Garrick. I don't know why Wolf Garrick wasn't on that list. That is strange. Why wasn't he on that list? He should have been. He does have Devour. It's not a % chance or anything, which might be why he didn't show up. But if he gets a kill, he gets to Devour. Yeah, that's weird. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, Wolf Garrick wasn't on that list for whatever reason. Also, hello, Tyler1. Welcome. I mean, thank you for subscribe. Where to move? Where to move? At this point, we might as well go all in on Great Maul. It's already, it's already pretty much there. Well, we're not going to be able to. Let's take some blues. Oh, we need the core manas. Guess we go take the purple off the bottom. Nice brown just sitting there. Did we take the yellow first? Oh, we'll take the brown. And then we take the yellow. And now we have 1 free Devour. Great Maul on... None of these are Daemons, I don't think. No. So... Oh, wait, yes, there is. You're a Daemon, aren't you? Yes, you are. He has no mana, though. I think we go for Gorgoltha. Get that out the way, then start plowing down the team. Then we'll get a free brown here. Probably go for the Kraken instead, though. More important to get that up, especially if we can get a Devour right now. Nice. Oh, we might kill everything via Devour. That'd be really funny. Also be great if we get every single one. Never mind. We already killed it that way. But let's see if we can get one more. And never mind, we'll just take a little skull. You know what? Let's actually do it. Oh, we didn't get it. No. Okay, but now we have to kill it manually. Could have killed it obviously off the skull, but wanted to try to Devour. Didn't get it. Dead. And down it goes. You have a question. When it comes to upgrading hero class, which one is the best to start with? Your level 450 sorcerer class. Mainly because it has the best first trait of any class. Generally, the order I would go through hero classes is, well, you really don't need many. But the first starting one is definitely sorcerer with its first trait. Nothing else. You don't want to go any further than that. Early on in the game, or even in mid-game, anything further than that's kind of a waste. The reason for this is Magic Link is very, very powerful, +1 onto purple. Not only is Magic Link decent, it's also really outstandingly good with Creeping Death, which is basically the best purple weapon in the game. And it allows you to 2-turn a Creeping Death with a +1 purple. You don't even need to designate your banner towards it. You can also just add additional 2 magic onto it and make it even stronger, or just give yourself some life. Has pretty balanced stats, or actually I shouldn't say that. It has really high armor HP for a hero class, but very low attack. And if you're using it as a caster, that of course is quite beneficial, since you don't really need attack value on your hero. You mainly need it to not die. So it ends up kind of working out that way. And yeah, that's generally the first thing you go for. As far as hero classes, you really don't ever need to... Oops, I'm going the wrong menus. For hero classes, you don't ever really need to level all of them up. Actually, you can keep literally all of them at level 1 and 0 traits. You can get all the wins you ever need just by playing it while you have the hero class. You don't need to use your hero in your team to get the wins, to try to get all the unique weapons. But yeah, there's only a few hero classes you'd ever really need to use. Sorcerer, Archer, Mechanist, and Assassin. So basically this little cube right here. Right there. Actually, they already are in the cube. These 4 right here are basically the core 4 that you would ever really need as far as hero classes. There are a few other kind of niche instances, like, for example, Death Knight class and stuff. But for the most part, and I guess Titan for all giants and stuff. But these are like the core 4 classes. Archer is the most well-rounded class. Sorcerer is the best caster, plus also the best early game. Mechanist is the best for Explorer with how quick you can win with Bombot. And Assassin is the best Skull. So Skull, casting, and early game, well-rounded, and farming. Those are what these 4 are made for. And those are basically the only 4 you would ever need to use in the entire game. You could keep every single other one at level 1 with 0 traits, and you'd be perfectly fine. The only other one you may do if you're a really early game player is sometimes people upgrade Warlock, which is perfectly fine. If you want to get a hero class, use this with like +4 attack or +8 life. It's the first hero class you ever get in the game if you're playing it as casually, just kind of going through everything. So a lot of people end up getting it. It's perfectly fine to put levels into it. Don't bother putting traits into it, but it's perfectly fine to get it to level 20 if you want for early game purposes. That's the only exception though. Other than that, you just basically stick with the core 4. Generally, if you're aware of it, you don't actually want to go for the Warlock class though, because you can just unlock the Assassin class instead and level that up. Assassin class has slightly less durability, but it has much higher attack. If I'm not mistaken, Assassin class actually has the highest attack of any hero class, which makes it pretty good if you're doing skull-oriented stuff. It is the best, like I said, best skull-oriented class in the game, not only off of his leveling, but also the traits that he gets. Does the class require using the weapon? No. Or what do you mean? For the purple hero class, the sorcerer, you generally do want to use Creeping Death, which you get for 250 wins on your Necromancer. You don't actually need to use the Necromancer in your team though. All you have to do is just get 250 wins, then switch right back to sorcerer with the Creeping Death weapon. It doesn't take that long to get the weapon. You could easily do it in a week. If you're playing a lot, you could do it in under a day, getting Creeping Death, that is. It only takes 250 wins. I'll go move that up. Throw the double green. And those are by any means as well. So you can just keep spamming like a challenge or something over and over again. Just get super quick wins. I believe with the quickest team in the game, it would take about, or the quickest variants, you can easily win Explorer and challenges 2 wins per minute. So if you break that down, that would then take you slightly over 2 hours to get Creeping Death, which isn't too long for how good the weapon is. Try this team, any order and banner you think best. Desert Mantis, Maul, Kraken, Crimson Bat. Sure, we'll go mess with that. We'll go do that right after this battle. Against exactly what we're using. Again? Please, stop giving us the same battle. Same team against same team. Who will win? Whoever gets looping first will win. Okay, well, I'm actually not going to cast yet, because the value of doing so is pretty bad right now. Double the green for damage. Ooh. What on earth is this board right now? That is a really weird looking board. Okay, let's just throw down a Kraken. Get that down. Another Kraken. Get the double on the green. There you go. Nice amount of damage. Another Kraken. And as match. Okay, let's go do Jonathan's suggestion. Also, hello, Stephen. Welcome. Or Steve. Yeah, Stephen. Okay. Hey, the old Bombot team. Devour, double Bombot, Black Manacles with Mechanist class fully traded. That used to be a really overused PvP team the first month it ever was introduced to the game. And then it kind of died out once higher stats were added. It still kind of died out because stats are a lot higher than what they were when it was originally released. There's more HP and stuff in the game by like 2 or 3 now. Actually, I should say by about 4 or 6, I mean. Because of course it gets doubled in later game due to most people having at 5 stars. I know for sure Urskea ended up doing that. That ended up bringing in another 2. I think there was another one in between then as well. Yeah, Urskea ended up bringing 2 additional life, which made it quite a bit weaker. Anytime they add more life, Bombot team becomes weaker. At least for PvP anyways. And if the more they add armor, the stronger it becomes, of course. Okay, let me go do the suggestion you just said. Let's see. So we need a Desert Mantis. Let me just put everything into the team and then we'll reorganize it. So Desert, if I can spell it right. Desert Mantis. And we need a Maul. A Kraken and a Crimson Bat. That's a really weird combo. And a Crimson Bat. But it does cover every color. And does so decently. Well, first, Great Maul first slot. Kraken next slot. Actually, yeah, Kraken next slot. And there we go. Okay. Well, actually, it depends. Are they running a Kraken? If so, we'd put the Desert Mantis in the last slot. He doesn't have any protection against it, but it's more important that he survives than a, or that the Crimson Bat survives rather than him, I mean. And banner, either green, purple, or brown, yellow. What 2 colors? Yeah, I guess I'm going to go green, purple, actually. We're just going to go all in on Kraken. It's so powerful right now that we might as well. Okay, all in on Kraken. And yeah, we'll go as is. Oh, wait, I meant to switch the... I guess it doesn't matter. Never mind. We'll just run it as this. So, first things first. Let's go and take the purple down. Do a skull, start getting Kraken up. Next will be Great Maul if we can find the manas. Those are the 2 general focal point of what we're going to be doing. Initially. Nice extra turn. Don't have much of a follow-up. Well, I guess we could take it brown. No surge, though. Still can't do anything there. I guess we'll just take some red. Almost got Crimson Bat up. His cast won't really help us much, but... not too many other colors that we need. Because even though we can take these colors, I don't need them immediately right now. Guess we can still try it for a brown, though. Nope, didn't get it. Oh, there's all the browns we need. No free turns, though. But definitely go and take some. Get the Great Maul down. On one of the bomb bots so they don't hit us as hard. Actually, let me just go kill the hero. I don't think double bomb bot can kill us. All it'll do is just kill itself. And now we can just Kraken into Crimson. Actually, probably the other way around. Just throw that down. Let him do his thing. Then we throw this. And then we can throw it again. Or just take Skull or whatever else and down it goes. Yeah, it ends up working. A little bit of a strange team, but it does work pretty well. True test is, how does it work against the troll with the Krakens? Oh, I guess we'll go try it against this real quick. See what it does against this. Ugh. Okay, well, I'll go move that up. Take the reds. Go and throw down the blues. Move the skull over. And still have to deal with the spirit fox over there. Let's throw a crimson. Get the initial damage down. Let that drop. We can throw this to the side. So move that one over. That one over. Nice brown. Move that. Start throwing Krakens now. Kraken number 1. Put that down. Get some crimson bat damage going everywhere. Anything else we need to move over here? We need to mainly focus on the browns and the yellows. Yellow obviously gone due to Spirit Fox. Browns not close enough to do anything with. I guess we just go crimson bat then. Gotta be really careful around skulls though. Want to get him to full mana before he scions this. Don't get it. Oh, he got it! Oh, that is match right there. We lost. That is match. Not much I can do to that. Oh, you know what? Actually, we're still going to win. The fact we killed the Scion there will help us win quite easily. As long as he doesn't get another famine, we should be good. Go clear the board, which will actually help us. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Why did he only explode 1 gem? Did he really, out of every single option he had to target, targeted the one that only had 1? But I need to watch that replay. Wait, what? Hello. How insane was that? What is he doing? Oops, I went too far back. Wait. Okay, he then casts. Do your cast. And then he does his little cast. Yeah. He targeted yellow, and there was only 1 yellow on the board. I've never seen a Ragnagord hit the color that was only 1. I guess he chooses a random color out of every color on the board. And he just randomly happened to choose the only one that existed on the board. Well, that was a huge fail. I've never seen that before. Really weird. Okay. Well, let's go and keep accumulating mana. Ideally, Great Maul, but if we can't get it, we'll just get a little bit of everything else. We would have had it ages ago if Scion wasn't a thing around. Also, it doesn't help that Spirit Fox keeps draining it on top of everything else. And he's pretty much gone. I guess we go for purples here instead of the brown to make sure that he doesn't kill the Great Maul. At least not yet. Yep, speaking of that, goodbye, Great Maul. Maul down. Okay, well, at this point, I must just keep taking skulls. They're just gonna die to them anyways. Be the easier way of getting through this. No famine. No famine. No skull. Oh, we could actually lose this. Okay. Do I take the brown? No, not really. We'll go take the purple. Going for that famine. We got a Kraken down. Please don't miss. Nice. Oh, double kill. Oh, at least we got it right at the end. Yeah, it's an interesting team. Not really something I would use on a regular basis, but it does work. Hey, an Arcane. Brown-red. Nice. Another dreaded Scion. Oh, let's just troll it this time. If robots with Gems of War's AI started a war against humans, they would just kill themselves. Yeah, that's pretty much the AI of Gems of War. Pretty much. Not quite sure what kind of updates they're going to be doing to that in the future. I know they've talked about stuff like changes that they might do with that. The Q&A didn't really bring any of that up, so I don't know what the current plans are on that. That'd be another question maybe we could ask on the next Q&A. There's so many questions. I need to like make a list of just my questions and then allocate them to a bunch of people. It's like, here, ask this. Let's get like a whole cycle of questions, because obviously if I try asking multiple questions, they're not gonna probably answer most of them. But if I just ask one, it'd be easier. If everyone just asks one and then those get upvoted, then it'd be the easiest way to ask them all those questions. They are doing a Q&A basically like once a month now. Next one probably isn't for like another 3 weeks since they kind of just did one this week. But yeah, still good to get more questions ready. So we can pile them all when they finally start requesting for them. And that's match. Actually, we could have done... I don't know why I, like, bothered switching there. It still would have killed if I would have thrown the Alamagrim there. Wouldn't have actually mattered regardless which one we actually went for. You've used your team suggestion many ways. You've had Mantis up front. Yeah, you could use it as a tank. Generally, in that kind of team, unless you're up against a Scion, I wouldn't really bother putting the Scion up front. I mean, putting the Mantis up front. You'd want to have the huge Great Maul. Let's see. Oh, you wasted your jewels on souls? Yeah. That is... I have no clue why they have it there. It's absolute worst way that you can use your jewels is by spending them on souls. It is the poorest value you can possibly get out of anything that you can do with them. Okay. Oh, we'll go for doubling in a brown. It's most likely going to miss, but hey, wow, we actually got it. Okay, can we get lucky again? Nope, can't get lucky twice in a row. Ooh, that's Scion, even worse. Okay, I'm going to deliberately not take my mana this turn. As I take my mana, but it's not the core mana I needed. Purple, brown, and red are core manas on this team. Oh, come on! Okay. There, he's stunned now, so we can't do that again. So it might not even matter now. So we'll just go Alamagrim, double purple, go from... Oh, there. Okay, that's a bit bad, because now I can't get him up immediately. Even with the surge, that's not enough. Ooh. That could have gotten a bit better. I'm gonna need to take out that Scion, so we don't need to deal with it. We'll move that over. And wait, how are you not dead? Burn, go. There you go. Okay. Wait, they already had all 0 attack? Oh, I could have just left it as this then, assuming the other one was already zeroed. Okay, both of these are horrific to cast, but hopefully it'll land some. Yeah, there's very unlikely we'll be able to do anything with this. Oh, we got it. Come on, keep going. Ooh. We have a chance. Come on. Keep it going. Very nice. Double the purple. Oh, we actually got it. And that's match. There we go. Yeah, the redeem codes don't work for console. We'll have another one in, I guess, the next 15 minutes or so. And if there's any teams or anything you guys want me to mess around with, just let me know, and we'll definitely make sure to go and do those teams. Or any questions that you guys have or anything. Today we're kind of just chilling since there's no new content to really go over. Unless you guys want me to do Doomclaw or anything. That's the only thing that console has is new content. But we kind of already went around most of what Doomclaw can do. Not really the best of Mythics out there, but it's definitely something I would say try getting if you're on console this week. But don't overextend for it. It's not something that's like you need to have it. It's nowhere near that point. It's just something that's kind of fun to mess around with. I do consider it to be better than Wolf Garrick, though. At least in the current state of the game. Wolf Garrick will be better once more War Gears get added to the game. But in the current state of the game, I do have to say that I would prefer having a Wolf Claw, or Doom Claw, I mean. I would rather have a Doom Claw rather than a Wolf Garrick. And as match. Again, why did I do that once? There's like so many different ways I could kill it, and it's like, oh, let's go with this. What is my Explore team? Oh, I just use the standard quickest team in the game, or what is recognized as the quickest team in the game. Haven't seen one yet that runs quicker than it, but it is this team. It is the standard, actually, it still says 3.05. This thing has been basically meta since 3.0, I believe. Or was it 3.05? Yes, it was actually used in 3.0, but Troglodyte didn't exist at the time. That's why it says 3.05, because then Troglodyte became a thing. But yeah, this team has existed basically as is since 3.0. Slightly different without the Troglodyte. But yeah, it is Princess Elspeth fully traded, or basically ever since Elspeth came out, this thing was a thing. A Bombot, a Mechanist class using Black Manacles fully traded, and a Troglodyte fully traded, or any brown trip in the game if you don't have Troglodyte fully traded. and then you just kill the troglodytes, get your mana, throw bomb bot, boom. And if that doesn't kill, you throw black manacle, boom, dead. Black manacle, also if they do end up getting revive like that, there's a 20% chance that it will instantly devour, which makes it pretty decent. It's fine if you don't have black manacles, you can use War and Peace instead, though it is generally advised to have black manacles, mainly because it'll make it a lot easier and quicker over the course of an hour. So if you're actually trying to farm, it would make it the quickest amount of time that you could do it in. And that's match. But yeah, this is basically how you would go and explore. It's the quickest possible win in the entire game, or at least from what we are aware of. Even if it's not the quickest, it's so quick that even if it wasn't, it essentially is. Like, it doesn't hurt if this wasn't, because it's already so quick that it's like, does it even matter if it gets quicker? The quickest you could really get is like maybe 1 to 2 seconds quicker per cycle, which would add oh yeah, an arcane trace already. Wow, it only took us 2 battles or 3, whatever it was. But yeah, the quickest you could ever really even get this realistically is like 1 or 2 seconds quicker per cycle. And most of that would come from just clicking quicker, not even from the team being better. Because I don't really think you can make much adjustments that went quicker than that. Yeah, that's basically the team. Budget teams, I normally would go for Valkyrie, Rowan, Double Siren as the budget team. This team is rather expensive to make since you need Princess Elspeth and Mechanist class to fully make it work. It is fine without Mechanist class, but it will cost you a bit of time over the course of an hour. Some battles of yours will look exactly the same as this, but overall, over the course of an hour, you're going to have a lot of mess-ups that might take a little while to recover from. Generally, this team never really messes up. Even if the Elspeth happens to miss, which is very rare, you can simply take a Brown and then throw a Bomb Bot, and that is almost enough most of the time to one-shot the enemy team with 1 Bomb Bot. So even if this misses, we don't get the Brown, like right there, kind of. Oh, we did get a pair, but the Bomb Bot is enough to normally team wipe. And if not, it'll cascade into some mana. You can either take a Skull, through that. And as you can see, it has the 20% chance to Devour. That's particularly good when you need that damage after a revive, because sometimes when they revive, they have so much HP that you're unable to immediately kill them. So having the Devour can save you some time occasionally. Using Black Manacles instead of War and Peace, I think saves about 1 minute per hour of extra time that you basically get as far as the extra kills that you occasionally get here and there. It doesn't save much time, but it's definitely better if you happen to have it. Black Manacles you get at 40 brown, 40 purple hero mastery. War and Peace you get, which is the cheaper option, you get from completing out the Adana questline, and then you complete out the KZL questline completely. And then after you complete it out, boom, you get yourself a War and Peace. What weapon do I have? Are you talking about the one we're using? That's Black Manacles. It's the 40 brown, 40 purple hero weapon that you get when you hit those masteries. Okay, we'll just end it after this one. Or, you know, doing Explore, that is. And look at that, we didn't even need the explosion. Actually, we do. Okay, go kill that out. And Black Manacle. Down it goes. Oh, we already got an Arcane on, like, our second battle. Can we get another one? Nope. This is a minor trait then. But yeah, that is... Also, I think we almost hit... You know what? Maybe we should stay in there. I think we're almost at 100 again. Let me see. How many more do we need? Oh, we need 2 more. You know what? I might just keep exploring for a little bit. Okay, we're just going to go explore until we get 100. We already started. We only need 2 more. That's like 32 battles. We win like 2.5 to 3 per minute. So, yeah, it won't take that long at all. It takes under half an hour to do this. Might as well go do it real quick. Yep, come on, go. Oh, fail. The misclick. Wow, the amount of misclicks I just did right there. Hit like 2 of my other taps. Also, I didn't even realize when we hit a level. It was like, oh yeah, we're gonna gain a level eventually. It's like, oh, there it is. Yeah, we gain about 2 levels per week, I believe, at this point. Which isn't that many, because there's definitely a lot of late game players that do more than that. But I guess it's okay. We're going to be towards 1,200 level by the end of the year. Not sure how many people are actually at that level though. Based on the high score thingy that we have, I believe it's under 50 people, surprisingly. Highest levels, like almost level 1,600. I actually think it might be higher than that at this point. He keeps leveling like crazy, because the main thing he's focusing on is getting the highest total level in the game, which he has achieved by like 200 something levels. Yeah, all we need are those luscious arcanes, which we're getting 0 of, unfortunately. Oh, we got on our second battle. We already got pretty lucky. I used up all my luck already, apparently. But it won't take too long to get more. Come on, come on. Ooh. Oh no, that miss. Oh, I could have just swiped it around. Okay, but now we have to go a little bit delayed. A little bit of slower cycle. Oh, we can just throw that down. And, oh, I could have just skull killed it. Oops, fail. Oh, there we go. That was a slower version. It still wins pretty quick. So, definitely a lot slower than what we could have done. I need to get good at going through the loading screens there. Of course, you have to click through like a billion different screens. That'd be really nice if they ever change that so you don't have to. But at the moment you do, so gotta get better at clicking. Let's see. I think if you just spam click towards the middle and then shift over to the left, it works. So if I just keep clicking. Yeah, the hardest click is clicking that explore. But all you really have to do is keep spam clicking in the middle. Do that. Oh no, then you need to move down too. Oh gosh. I could always use screen markers. I might need to start doing that. I'll need to go test that at some point and see how many we can actually do in an hour. Maybe when we do our 24-hour stream thing, I can go do that. I've never actually used screen markers before, but I've been needing them for another game I've been playing, so I guess when I go and download a program that can do that, I'll go and use them for Gems of War too. Because I would need a screen mark where the button is for the... I need to basically put number... Hey, there's one of our arcanes we needed. Nice. I basically need to put it numbered. Like, 1 would be this square. 2 would be this square. And that's it. Those are the only ones I would need. The other ones are pretty obvious where you would end up clicking. It's just the center of the screen to click through them quickly. Oh, I probably need to mark that one too. I think that's the same location as the other thing though. The cast button. Really wish you could hotkey that. It'd make it a lot more convenient. Okay, all we need now is one more arcane. So 16 battles or less essentially at this point is all we need until we get it. You're level 1210 and there are 6 people higher than you in your guild. Oh wow. I think there's 5 people higher than me in my guild, but of course I'm only level 1800 something. Oh, nice lucky skull right there. That saved us like 3 seconds. Not like it makes that big of a difference. But every second counts, I guess. It's only going to take us about like 10 minutes, not even, to get this. We're winning at almost 3 wins per minute, so. And we only need about 16 wins to get a arcane that we need. Come on, let's cast. There we go. Let's see. Arcane? Nope, no arcane. Come on, arcane. We only need one more until we have over 100 of each again. So close. Okay, we'll go through that right there. Nice. Bombot. Dead. I love it. Okay. Elwyn, give us your arcane. Nope. Actually, he does use that arcane, by the way. It is his color, so. Yes, give us your arcane, Elwyn. We need it. Give us your power. Okay, well, throw that down. Boom. Oh, miss. Good job. Very solid. Oh, speaking of solid, that gate almost healed enough that it would have survived. Come on, we only need one more. Give it to us. So far we farmed like 3 or 4 arcanes by doing this so far. We haven't even done it for like half an hour, and we've already hit that many. There we go. Arcane? Arcane! There we go. I clicked through it pretty quick, but if we go over to our screen, it should say 100 now. There we go. 100 arcanes. We now have over 100, or tied at 100. We have 100 plus of every single arcane again. Once again, let's keep it that way. Yeah, if we ever fall down on any, I will farm them up in case they ever use these for something in the future. Just so if they like, hey, you need a bunch of arcanes to craft this mythic, or they keep adding a bunch of mythics and stuff like that. I just like having a reserve of them just in case something weird happens where we might need a gigantic amount of them. But yeah, we have over 100 of each, so we're perfectly fine now. So yeah, we're good to go on trade stones for a while. There isn't a single one that we're really low on, though I do need to kind of get more celestials. I feel like that's getting a little bit low, given how many more things use celestial trade stones now. But other than that, everything else is pretty solid. The only resource that is particularly low of mine right now, I'd have to say, is, well, of gold, because you always throw it down every single week. But souls. I think my souls are pretty low. We don't even have 1,000,000 yet. We will be doing a stream where we go and basically just farm those like crazy. It's going to be a very long stream, and we'll do it in the future. But I need to get like 1,000,000 again in case they add like another Dawnbringer like weapon. Because if it costs 1.3 million again, we are nowhere near 1.3 million souls. That is for sure. Can you use your Scion Rag Famine team? You would like to see an actual player use it only? Seeing the AI? Sure, I can go use it real quick. It's not particularly good of a team to actually use in PvP. It has a lot of control, but it doesn't really win particularly quick. Where is my defend team? I know I have it set. I just don't know where I set it to. There it is. That should be it. Yeah, Scion Rag Famine Def. It's actually not as strong as a defend team compared to some things these days. Well, let's go throw that down on blues. Gives us a Scion. He doesn't Spirit Fox it for whatever reason. That's good for us. Well, we'll just take a Skull. Yeah, I probably would have taken Skull as well. Take Skull. Scion, we could probably just wait on. Want to get the nice explosion going. Now we can go for Burst. I'm going to go for Def first, though, because he's just going to take some mana that's not going to do anything. Oh, you know what? Let's drop first, actually. We'll do that. Double check for any other drops. And then we'll just throw Def. Oh, you were not supposed to do what you just did. Okay, let's take Skull. I gave it too much leeway. And now you'll just Corvash us. Ow. Okay, well, let's take green, because that will survive the Corvash poke. 2 HP. Moloch, you're about to do a lot of work. Let's take red right now, because he's going to Moloch us the second he gets a chance. So we got to keep denying those colors from him. We'll take a green, then we can Famine. Oh, it didn't surge. Oh, good. Deathmark, thank you so much for doing what you just did. And now we have our Famine. We can go use that. Oh, we're stunned right now, so we can't actually drain him. But we can Famine Drain. We'll kill that out, and now all we have to do is deal with one Spirit Fox, which will go down pretty easily. Well, it was Drain Team versus Drain Team. And if he didn't get that one Cascade, we could have gotten a pretty nice win. Oops, I forgot we don't use Famine anymore, because we don't have him. But that one Cascade he ended up getting there really hurt us. Okay, now we can just Def, and that should be enough damage just off the Def. There we go. Good morning, Anthony. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we get our 2 event gems, which I think we already have like double the amount. Someone on like Thursday was saying they already had like 1,500. I think we're only at like 200 right now, which is way more than enough for the event. But yeah, we're 462 at the moment. 3 times as many. There's some people that probably have like 20 times as many as the current events because it's so easy this week. Yeah, that's what my defense team looks like right now. Not the greatest thing out there, but it is likely going to be one of the 6 that I use for the new Guild War switch. And then we'll have the Kraken team and a few other kind of variants of stuff. Speaking of that, let's go throw Justice Kraken. The Justice Kraken. When a Justice team isn't enough, just throw 1 Kraken into it, and then it is enough. Okay, move that over. Very lucky Cascade off the reds. Throw this onto... Come on, cast. There we go, throw it onto browns. Throw this onto skulls. Didn't get the extra turn. Get Valkyrie rolling. And now we can just destroy them from here. Throw this on the skulls again. Oh, we did not land an extra turn there. But throw that down. Get this down on reds. Get a Queen Mab. Get a skull. And what else we need? For a skull to blue. Oh, we're entangled right now. Even though there's... Well, now we're not. It's like, we're entangled. Oh, wait, never mind. We're not entangled. Make up your minds. There we go, and that's a match. And down it goes. Yeah, just this team's still pretty solid. I haven't been using it as much lately, but it's still as strong as it's really ever been. Mainly because Kraken. But yeah, there's other alternatives that work there too. You can almost put anything in that first slot and it still functions as a team. It's mainly Justice that puts that team together pretty well. Speaking of that, okay, can people stop using this? Can't beat them, join them. Well, then again, we did beat them with using something else. But here, we'll throw the same thing. Same banner, same everything. Because it's so powerful right now. So if we do mirror, it comes down to whoever gets the loop first. But luckily we got a good starting board this time. As long as we don't miss this, we just won. Okay, we missed it. Oh, that's unfortunate. But luckily we killed the Queen Mab, so we don't need to deal with the freeze that would have happened there. So we can still infinitely loop here. And let's match. There we go. And down it goes. I'm actually curious, how many people are in my guild that are above my level? I think it was 5. I said 5 earlier. I don't know what the actual number is. There are 1, 2, 3. Only 3. There's only 3 people in my guild above my level of 181. Or 1,181, I should say. Yeah, there's 2 of them that are over 1,200. Harry will be... Actually, Harry will probably reach it before me. Then again, we are doing more battles than him this week. So it'll be close. Oh, wait, never mind. There might be more. Oh, no, never mind. There's no one more. Nope, only the 2. So how are we doing in Guild Wars these days? Oh, oops. Let me go claim my seals. Sorry, guilds. Here you guys go. I keep forgetting because I don't bother opening my seals on a weekly basis. Oh no, we're 9th. Well, we're technically 8th. I guess we're gonna have to hold 8th. How many battles do we not have done? Okay, good. One of the people that weren't doing their battles did. So we have Holog and we have Wolf, and we have 2 people. Wow, we have like 4 people that haven't done their battles. Well, it'll come in time. Actually, 5. Vipera, Maximuse, the other one, Holog, who hasn't done any, and Wolf that hasn't done any. As long as they get them done by Sunday, it's fine. But I might need to start kicking people if they keep doing that and then don't do the battles. Like, if they do absolutely 0 battles, I have to instantly kick anyone who does literally 0 battles. I'll be a little bit more lenient once 2730 comes. But there's no... I believe they said 2730 is not coming next patch. So we're still going to have to deal with 3030 for probably another month or 2. They're definitely 100% for sure adding it before the end of the year. I can pretty much guarantee that. But even though they didn't specifically say that, but I can pretty much guarantee they'll add 2730 by the end of the year. But I know for sure they even said they're not adding it next patch to 2730. They are adding it, but it's not coming in next patch. There's probably a lot of weird coding thing that they need to do with that to actually identify what 3 to leave off and to make sure that switching people into and out of a guild doesn't mess that up. But yeah, for 2730, that won't be in effect for at least a good month. So gotta still keep on all that and make sure everyone does the battles. I'll be quite a bit more lenient with that later, but I still need people. I need at least 27 people doing all of them every week. Let's see. Well, go take the purple. Let's see. I'll take the blue. Take the purple. Throw down the Kraken. And let's just double the greens. Can you use your... Oh, I already did that. Sorry. Reread it. You're curious. What is my real name? If not, is there a story behind... Oh, no. Tacet is not my real name. And yes, there is a story behind it. I don't believe I've ever really said the full story. I was going to leave it to do it for a video at one point, but then I never bothered doing the video. But yes, there is a story behind why I used the name Tacet. And no, it's not my real name. Let's see. I guess we'll go take green now. Take the yellow, take the red. And so let's go into purple. Get a Kraken down. Should be able to land it too with how many... Oh, never mind, he moved it. There's a lot of blues concentrated there, but then it moved down, so we just got it down there instead. Oh! Oops, I thought that was 13. There's only 12. Oh, that's a fail. Actually, I think that might have just cost us the game. No! Let's see. Yeah, I did, because he can Christine Excess. Unless I can do some kind of extremely magical cascade right now. Go. Nope. Oh wait, he didn't go for the kill. We still have one more chance. I can take this green and hope for double red. Oh, nope. Nope. Oh, that was a fail. Yeah, should we go over this short story on it? Yeah, let's go do the shorter version of the story behind the name. Do you ever use a hero yourself on any of your teams? No. I never use a hero on any team other than Explore. There's really no need to. Unless I'm running like an all-giant team or something like that, where you kind of need to use the hero for it. There's very few instances where I will go and put a hero into my team. But yeah, as far as the name of Tacet, it mainly came during high school. I used to be in marching band, pep band, all the bands, all the bands, jazz band. Used to play percussion, used to compete a little bit in it, both in group competition as well as in solo competition. And during one of the solo competitions, there is several sections. You have to do all of the skills. You have to do a piece that they end up giving to you on the spot, a couple different ones that you need to do. And you also have to do a vocabulary test thing. And there was one time where I actually didn't make the cut because I didn't really bother studying the vocabulary. Basically, no one ever does. They just look at the sheet on the day of and then like go over everything because there's like several hundred words you need to know. So, well, normally don't go over like absolutely all of them. Quite a few of them are pretty obvious, like crescendo and stuff like that. But some of them are some of the weirdest words you've ever seen. That almost look like they're in different languages. Things that you almost never realistically will see unless you actually go into professional music, and which I've never really had the intention to, which is why I didn't bother going and looking too much into it. But one of the words that actually made me not get in, which was the only word I ended up missing one day, was tacet, which of course just means silence or not to play at the time. It's never really gets used in any music ever composed, but it is sometimes used. But yeah, that was in there, and it was kind of a joke. And since I'm so quiet and introverted, that basically became my nickname of Tacet. And then I just started using it for online stuff, and here we are now. But yeah, that's basically where the Tacet came from. Yeah, that is essentially the story on that, or at least the shorter version of it. Yeah, that's essentially just from band is where that name came from, and I just figured I started to keep using it. Where do we go? Let's go for the brown. Thank you, Amanda. Alright, we'll throw down the greens. Okay. We're gonna move the blues, take the greens, take the browns, take the green. Oh, yeah, that was the right way. That's not the way I meant to swipe it, but it did what I needed it to do, so. Move that over, double Kraken and Undead. And throw down another run. And that's match. And we're almost over 9,000, though I don't think we're actually going to reach that much. I don't ever even bother on the leaderboard. I can't even remember the last time I made top 100. Oh wow, also, I sometimes forget how many people actually play this game. I always find it absolutely amazing when I see, oh, I am ranked 29,522. And this isn't even across all platforms, this is just PC Mobile. I am ranked that many after doing this many battles already. How many people play this game? I sometimes forget that, but gosh. Also, I believe you need 23,000 these days to be able to get on the leaderboard by Friday for the top 100. I have not bothered doing this for, I think, almost a year now. It has been a very long time since we have bothered making the leaderboard. The main reason is the rewards for actually doing so are pretty abysmal. The amount of time you have to put into it is kind of irrelevant for the rewards you get. Unless you're just naturally doing that on a week, it's not really worth deliberately going for it. Oops, that's the wrong rewards. But top 1,000, all you get is one arcane. You saw how quickly we got this one arcane earlier. It takes us like 5-10 minutes to get, maybe 10 minutes tops, to get an arcane like this. Maybe 15 minutes tops. Let's even say 15 minutes. It only takes us 15 minutes to get this one arcane. To get to rank 1,000, it takes around, I think, 30 hours of playing just PvP. Maybe even more than that, I'm not quite sure. Somewhere around there, 20 to 30-ish hours of just pure PvP with whatever the meta team is constantly. Yet we could just spend 15 minutes and explore and get that. And then play one treasure map to get the rest of the resources. So one treasure map plus like 10 minutes of explore. And we just got what takes like 20 to 25 hours, maybe even 30. So yeah, it's really not worth it. Even at the higher ranks, well actually the only ones that are really worth it, they really need to distribute it a bit more or something. The only ones that are really worth it are like the top 10. Though these take a ridiculous amount of time too. I think number 1 takes around 50 to 80 hours? I don't even know these days. Let's see, how many is it? 123,000. It was 200, 400, or 2,000, 2,410 battles. Technically more than that. So let's say 2,600 battles there. I don't know how many it is per hour these days. If I had to guess, it is... He's probably doing a lot of true trophies into that too, I would assume. So if I had to guess, that would come out to around... What would that be then? Well, it's definitely like 1 per minute max. I don't foresee anyone really winning quicker than that. Let's even say 1 per minute. Let's be generous and go 1 per minute. Because it could be a lot of 2 trophy and stuff too. Actually, if it was 2 trophy, that would be a little bit quicker than that. It's a little bit hard to tell. So, let's actually say 1.5 per minute. So that is what then? 90 per hour. So let's just divide that many by 90 and see what it comes out to. That's being really generous though. Let's see, divided by 90. So it would take 29 hours then. Almost 30. Let's do it by 60. Should be the 1 per minute, which is probably the most realistic value we can do it for it. So divide that by 60. And that comes out to, it would take 43 hours to reach where the current number 1 is right now, of playing just PvP with the meta team on basically 2 trophies the entire time, I would assume. I don't think it's running 3 trophies, mainly because of how completely broken the meta is on 3 trophies. So it's probably a lot quicker if you're looking for efficiency to just keep doing teams like this, rather than, actually they're both the exact same team almost, but it's trying to stay away from the Kraken Wisps and the Kraken Forest Trolls and stuff like that. Would probably make points go a lot quicker. Email notification work. YouTube notification is broken. Yeah, YouTube is very broken in every way. Also, it keeps demonetizing. It's really annoying. You might have heard it from a couple other YouTubers, but they end up making some changes. And there's this weird system now that likes to demonetize videos for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And this normally gets checked and they regain their monetization a little bit after. But there's 2 problems with this. The first one is it'll like do it when a video comes out, but then it will have it'll take like several hours before it comes back. But the first several hours of a video is when a video generally gains a good majority of its actual ad revenue, because that's when everyone's actually looking at it. The other problem is you can't actually repeal this. The automatic system will eventually repeal it on its own, but you can't manually try to get a repeal for it until the video gets 1,000 views. And for things like live streams and a good majority of my videos that aren't like specifically guides and stuff like that, they'll never even reach 1,000 views. So it's kind of bad for smaller YouTubers. So that's been pretty annoying. I haven't actually seen how much it has lowered my revenue. I know it has, by I think about 20-25% or so, as far as how much I get from AdSense and stuff. But it's not too big a deal. And hopefully they'll end up fixing it soon. Probably just a fault in whatever they ended up doing. YouTube always makes this random updates that completely ruin everything, but then it gets fixed hopefully soon after. Most of the times it does. Let's see. Same thing kind of happened in, I believe, March of last year, where a lot of ad revenue kind of just went away because of advertising and stuff, but then soon after it kind of balanced out. Let's see. And YouTube gets to keep the earnings during the moment. No, I don't think YouTube actually gets to keep the earnings in the moment, which is one of the reasons why I think they will actually fix it. Because if there's no ads playing on the video, they aren't making money either. Because they're only making money if there's actual ads going on it. So if there's no ads on the video, they aren't making money either. Okay, we have no way of killing it right now. Let's see. What do we do here? He's gonna famine us, and after he famines us, he's gonna spirit fox us, if that wasn't bad enough. Well, I guess we just hope for an extra turn. Extra turn spam would probably be the easiest way to kill it at this point. I'll let it hit our Queen Mab deliberately. I want to keep the Krakens alive so we can just extra turn kill it if worse comes to worse. There's a chance we could still lose this if he goes crazy with famine, which he appears to want to do right now. He's trying to. He's giving it his best shots. Okay, we'll just take a blue. Oh, as I give him green. Oh, there we go. Nice cleanup. Wow, that cascade out of nowhere. I'll take it. You could always sell redeem codes for money. No, I actually cannot do that. That would be against Gems of War policy, actually, if I was to sell redeem codes for money. That is explicitly against the game rules to sell in-game resources, including those redeem codes, for money. That is not allowed. Let's see. Where do we move? Well, we'll go take the blue up. Double the greens. Only give codes to Patreons. Actually, I'm going to be basically canceling my Patreon soon because the main reason I started the Patreon was obviously to offset some of the income that YouTube ad revenue doesn't really give, but it didn't really kick off much. But I believe what I'm going to do now is something that I wanted to do originally, but currently at the time wasn't available. One new feature that YouTube has added recently is the ability for everyone, not just like super successful YouTubers, to have the ability to have a subscription thing on their channel. And it wouldn't like block any content or anything, but it's basically just like a version of Patreon that takes less money. It's basically half between a Patreon and half between what Twitch subscription is, where you get a bunch of icons and stuff. They ended up adding that to YouTube. Well, they always had it on YouTube, but they ended up making more features for it. Can you stop triggering? I'm trying to talk here. There we go. What? Stop. What? Hey, it stopped. Wait, it's over. Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, they ended up adding the subscription thing, kind of like what Twitch has, except it's even cheaper for you guys, and I get to keep more of the money than compared to Twitch and Patreon. So I might be starting that up soon. And one nice thing about it too is it auto-advertises on my channel. I don't even need to like push it or anything, which I hate having to do. I never even really once said I even really have a Patreon. I kind of just had it there just for the sake of having it there. But when we end up doing the other thing, it's kind of already there. Also, Virtue, that is... Look at that go. What even? Okay, anyways. And that's not him being broken, that's Kraken being broken, by the way. That's how many times Kraken is triggering its ability, if you're wondering how OP Kraken is. Every single one of those indicates the fact that Kraken triggered its ability once. Hey, we got a red-purple thingy. Save that one for the blooper reel. Kraken Straight should have triggered a lot of humility traits. Lux, how many magic Draculus has for fun? Oh, sorry, I should have checked it. Yeah, Draculus, well, we could have counted out how many occurred. Draculus would have had way over like 150 magic in that instance. It would have been a very, very, very large number. Yeah, it was however many times it's triggered times 3 is plus however much his base magic is, which is like 20 damage. So that would basically say how much he would end up having after that many. That would have been a lot to count out though, because the humility triggered like 40, 50 times or something. But yes, that is how broken Kraken is right now. Just out of nowhere as it triggers it that many times. Okay. Well, where do we go? If I do that, he ends up getting the red extra turn. No point in doing that. We'll just take a skull there. And now we can go for it, since it doesn't give him red anymore. And then we just go for the blue, double the green, and go from there. Not really much green to do anything with, though, but by the time he ends his turn, there might be more. Let's see. Oh, wait. We lost the... we lost the troop I was going to use for that. Well, that's not going to work. Well, we'll go take a Kraken, then. Kind of lost the important troop. That would somewhat help. Okay, we'll throw a Kraken here to get the Devour and stuff. And let's see. Skull? Yeah, Skull. We got the Devour, so we can just one-shot everything other than the KrissTigger because Stone Skin. But we can easily just Queen Mab to take that out. At least low enough so it will die to the Skull. Take some more purple. Kraken. Actually, Kraken might be able to kill it right now, too. Nope, no Devour, but now we get our free turn. And then we could just double skull into the win. First we need to find those skulls though. Or a Kraken, or anything that will do damage. Come on now. There we go. Oh, come on. One mana off. So close, yet so far. Okay. Well, we'll go move that over. Take the purple. Throw the Kraken. And there we go. Wouldn't humility teams be kind of a counter to Krakens? Yes, partially. A double humility Draculus would be decent against it. The biggest problem is a infinite Kraken loop would loop so much that you would end up killing the enemy team before it even gets a chance to do anything. Unless you drastically miss somewheres, it's going to more often win than not, even if you do use a humility counter. Yes, humility is decent against Kraken. It's mainly only good against a single Kraken, though. Against double Kraken, it doesn't work as well. That might seem weird, but it's mainly because double Kraken has such a ridiculously high damage output that it even exceeds the capability of humility to be able to armor itself. So doesn't really help much. Of course, you could get a random Draculus kill if you miss the blues, but assuming you never miss the blues, would just keep rolling over the enemy. And I think we're good to go from here. Let's do that, throw a Kraken, and then we just win from there. Double Kraken. And yeah, that's a match. I should use this Queen Mabbit. There we go. What's the YouTube thing you were talking about called? You want to look up into it. Many things are only available in the US. Yes, it is region locked, I believe, slightly. Oh wait, did we just crash? Yes. The answer is yes. What's game? What are you doing? Why are you crashing? That was weird. Anyways, let's relaunch. What are you doing, Gems of War, and all you're crashing? Actually, it's not crashing that much, but the fact it's crashing at all is concerning. Why are you doing that? Ugh. But yeah, it's like a little sponsorship thingy that they have. It costs $4 a month. It's kind of like a Twitch thing, which costs $5 a month, except it's $4 a month. And it basically does all the same things as that. Though one really nice feature about it is even though it costs you less, I get more money than if I was to do the same thing on Twitch. I know that almost makes no sense at all, but Twitch is greedy and they steal about 50%, or actually exactly 50%. If you're a smaller channel on Twitch, they steal 50% of all your subscriptions. On YouTube, I believe it's under like 10%. I think it's a amount of cents plus a small percent is how much they take. Whatever it is a ridiculously smaller cut than whatever Twitch takes. And it's so small. When I last calculated it, I believe it's even smaller than the cut that Patreon takes, which I found really surprising. Yeah. I'll be looking into it into the future. That will probably roll out definitely by the end of this year. I'll have that out, but yeah, they recently expanded it with emoticons and stuff too, so I might be able to make my own little emoticons that we can start using. We'll need Rainbow Snake and a few others. We'll probably take ideas when it does come around to that time. We definitely have to do Rainbow Snake. That was such a huge meme when we were doing it on Twitch. Unfortunately, we won't have the kappas and everything, because obviously all those are copyrighted to Twitch, but we could still have our own special ones, Gems of War related. Let's see. What do we do? We'll go move the blue over. And take the green. The only two I can think of off the top of my head are purple, and the Rainbow Snake. I will throw down the blues. Also, we'll probably need one that's RNG related, because that's literally the entire game. Also, I could ask the devs, maybe I could even get like the little icons, like the skulls and stuff and hearts, as like we could maybe make the Gems of War heart one of them or something. Do you know that Rainbow Snake that has the same 6 colors pop up like Clockwork Knight? Oh, does it? I actually didn't notice that. Interesting. Well, maybe that's a good use for Rainbow Snake. It can show you the colors. All the colors of the rainbow. I wonder if that is intentional then. Because that's interesting that a Rainbow Snake would be able to show them all. Maybe it's only when something spawns a specific color. that can be completely random. But then again, why doesn't Dijin and stuff like that also show it? Oh, because it's not random. It's chosen based on its color. What is pure random? Oh, I guess they're the only two that's pure random. Maybe that's why they both show it. Because they're the two that are pure random in what they do with their color thingy. So it then shows all of it because of it. Interesting. I didn't actually know that. Let's go use a rainbow snake then, even though it's actually pretty bad. Petition to buff rainbow snake. Oops, I forgot it's not called rainbow snake. I actually forget what it's called. Coatl? It's pronounced like Coatl. I forget how it's spelled though. Let me see. Yeah, Coatl. C-O-U-A-T-L. Coatl. Based on that one mythical creature thing that looks almost exactly the same. Except I think less rainbowy. Let's see. Coatl. What else we need? Problem is Coatl doesn't really work with anything at all whatsoever. They could change its gem spawn to like 15 and it would still barely work. At least has mana shield, if nothing else. Mana shield and dodge or agile isn't that bad. We could mercy it, go like super crazy with the like the startup mana. I don't think that's gonna work out too well though. Let's actually use a queen mab and go down that route. Get like the freezes, get the Kraken, go like all in with those. Maybe go get a nice giant spider in here. Forest Troll? Maybe Forest Troll instead. But that only does green. Oh, the other one only does purple. Let's see. I want to cover every color. Alma Grim, brown, red, and purple. Isn't that everything? I believe it is. We'll put Alma Grim in this thing then. We don't get burned, but we have them now. That will do attack reduction. So we have freeze, attack reduction, purple spawn, random spawn, and high damage output. I think that could work. Okay, let's go mess with it. And we'll throw it on a purple green because Kraken. And we'll go from there. But yeah, Rainbow Snake's pretty bad. There's not really any good team that uses it. You can use it in teams, there's just not anything exceptional that it gets used in. Corvash? Where would we put Corvash into the team? I guess the Queen Map Corvash combo is okay. You normally need a mana generator for them if you're going to do that. And I don't technically consider the Coatl one due to how random it is. It's too inconsistent if you're specifically using it for mana generation purposes, because you have no control over it. Okay, well, green or purple? We'll take purple. There we go. Here you go. Oh, it does do all the colors. Nice. Rainbow Snake. Throw the purples. Yeah, it got it covered. Has everything covered. We only got one surge instead of two, so we didn't get full mana there. Green map. I'm waiting on 13. It's not coming though. Get a green. 13? 13? Nope, no 13. Okay, let me just kill some of them then. Oh no, Rainbow Snake! Come back! We lost it. Okay, well, let's go Kraken. We'll throw down the Kraken. And what else do we need to move? Skull, skull, skull. Yeah, we'll take a skull. Yeah, it's gonna lose. You got this, Queen Mab. I know one of them has Impervious, but you still have this. Let's see. It's actually still winnable. Now it's not. It was winnable. It was. That lasted a few seconds. Yeah, Rainbow Snake's pretty bad. Long story short. But, well, we got to see his rainbow. Yeah, it does indeed show every color in the game. I did not know that. So there are two troops then that show every color. That and the robot thingy that converts a yellow into a random color. Sweet. Or was it a random color into yellow? I don't even remember. Regardless, he shows every color for whatever reason. Do you know that Rainbow Snake has the... Oh, never mind, I already read that. Oh, so I should probably give out the other redeem code. What else do we need to move around? I guess we'll move that. Get our double over the green. Terminator as RNG. Let's see. Too much luck-based stuff. Everything in this game almost comes down to luck. Not everything, but because of how match 3 games work and how you can't see above the board or anything like that, a lot of what actually comes down is luck-based. This is somewhat balanced, but with some troops that are just absolutely insane, they just keep crushing everything. and then they control the board so much that you don't even need to worry about what drops, and then, yeah. Then you get to basically destroy your enemy with it having luck-based drops, but then you already control the board so much that it doesn't even matter what is coming down from the board, because regardless of what comes down, you'll still be able to use it. Okay, like right here, we should be able to get it going, like that. Because it doesn't matter what drops at this point, we just get to control the board so much that we just basically get to win. I say that, and now we don't even get this. We didn't even get enough, but normally it would be. And he just gets frozen. He's gonna get a Kraken down. Let's take the thing over there. Not enough damage. That down. Get another one on the double. So he throws the Valkyrie on our... Hey, those are our greens. Well, at least now you deny yourself, if nothing else. So we'll just go move that over. Take the purples. Nice. And anything else we can get for the Krakens? We'll let him do the double. Oh, I could have taken the purple. Fail. That would have been nice for the Krakens. Oh yeah, you have mana shield, don't you? Hello. Okay, well, we'll go take a purple and the Kraken will kill it then. Down it goes. Did I have a suggestion for a design a troop? You mean for the design a troop thingy? I don't really know. There's a lot of different troops I would like to have into the game. A specific one is kind of hard. I just end up doing a random one. But, what currently is winning that, by the way? I know there is a designer troop thingy on the forum. I believe it was Merfolk Mech. I would love to see that as like some kind of scuba diving fish mech thing. Would be pretty cool with a spear and like a little kit thing for its gills. That's how I envision a Merfolk mech. Like a whole like mech suit little like fish thing. As like a little scuba diving thingy. Let's see, where is the thread for that? It should be like one of the top threads. Where'd it go? Is the voting already done? That's the only thing I could think of why it wouldn't be a top thread right now. What's the easiest way for me to find it? I can't even find it easily. Let me see. It'd probably be under... I don't even know what thread it would be under. Official news? Q&A Thursday. Designer troop. There it is. Found it. Okay. Kingdom and voting. Now let's just let it load. Why is it taking so long to load? Load. I'm on the page. It's in an endless looping load right now, though. There it goes. The current winner is... yep, it's still the Merfolk Mech by 0 votes. What? It shows the exact same amount of votes as the one below it. Yeah, it has 5% more somehow. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But yeah, it does look like it's either going to be like Blackhawk Mech or Undead Giant for Broken Spire. I would definitely much prefer to see the Merfolk Mech, that is for sure. Undead Giant would be cool. I don't think I've ever even seen a game implement an Undead Giant. That'd be something kind of unique if it does. Did you have a suggestion? Oh, never mind, I already read that. Let's see. Bathy Scaff, Diving Bell. Hannah, wait, oh, haha, Folk Mech would be awesome. Or Merfolk, yeah, Merfolk Mech, and actually Undead Giant wouldn't be too bad. I wouldn't really envision what that would really be like, though. Some kind of slimy giant. With all the undead parts. From Broken Spire, too. I don't know if that would really fit in Broken Spire. But we'll see what happens with it. Also, the other one that someone suggested, which I don't think is going to win, does seem pretty cool. I believe it's going to get implemented regardless, which is... I did end up voting for it. But the fact that it didn't win doesn't really matter, because it does seem like something they'll do. It just fits so well that it's just going to kind of happen. A Daemon elf for Silverglade seems perfect for that kingdom. Someone ended up suggesting it. I think it's in like 4th place right now. But it's kind of generic for the kingdom. Like it's kind of like one of those kind of duh things. But it would definitely fit really well, like too well. So it's probably something they'll implement regardless of if the poll ends up winning or not, which it definitely won't at this point. Let's see. We're gonna lose our troop. Might as well entangle him before we go and get killed by it. Undead Shugra. that pukes on you. Basically a Shugra, except it diseases the entire enemy team. You know, they really do need to, like, tweak disease or add more things that have it or something. It's such a really, really weak stats effect, yet barely anything has the capability of doing it. And all Undead have immunity to it now, so it's not like they can't spam it like crazy. They could give disease to 20 troops and it wouldn't even really hurt anything. Other than slightly annoy some people. But you can cleanse it, you can herd master it, you can do a lot of stuff. Actually, to herd master mana generation, it wouldn't even phase it because you would auto cleanse. Mercy you would auto cleanse. Apothecary you would auto cleanse. There's several troops options you would have that wouldn't even actually mana generate, that would have no effect based on disease. Which is another reason why disease is so ridiculously weak right now as well. Because there are several mana generators that completely ignore that even exists. Because since the cleanse triggers before the mana generation, the disease effect never gets to take any effect at all. It does even less than a silence. It's basically a half a silence is what the disease ability is. A half a silence that can be completely ignored by some mana generators. So we're about to lose here. It's gonna come really close. That's we're still winnable. Depends what happens on the next few turns. Don't miss. It missed, but we have Queen Mab. Is that enough damage? Yes, it is. Sweet. You have information about the upcoming event, please? What upcoming event? You mean the one tomorrow? Or not tomorrow, I mean on Monday? Monday's event is... I haven't actually checked to see what troop it's going to be or anything. But Monday is Drifting Sands. It's Drifting Sands, yellow, purple, and ultra rare. So 1 arcane per 300 glory. Will it be worth getting? I have no clue what it does, but yeah, definitely get at least one. As far as yellow, purple trait stones, what would you use yellow, purple for? Shadow Dragon you don't need because you only get the first trait on him. Oh yeah, let me go get the link, by the way. Did someone else actually already posted already? No. Here's the link for all the upcoming troops, by the way. Soon that will be applicable to console as well. Oh yeah, there's McCoy. Hi, I beat you. Let's see. Wait, what was I about to go into? Let me go back a few chats. You have oh, I already posted the thing. But yeah, Wolf, just check the link that both of us posted. Has all the information on that. They need a buff to Plague. They actually tried buffing the Plague already. They end up giving him poison to all enemies. He used to not have poison to everything. It used to just be disease, not poison. Now he poisons and diseases. But yeah, that doesn't really help much either. Because poison is also pretty bad. They did say that they were looking into possibly reworking poison in the future. Really, both poison and burn needs to be rescaled so it actually is useful in late game. Right now, poison is almost 100% useless in late game. And burn is somewhat useful. But burn, for the most part, isn't really used for the damage. It's just used for things like Elamagrim and a few other instances where the troop actually needs to have the enemy burning in order to actually utilize abilities or stuff like that. Or 2x skulls to burning troops like Shekra can do and stuff. But or Lava Elemental. Shekra didn't even used to have that 2x. And it became somewhat useful, or more useful once they did. But yeah, they definitely need to look into doing something with disease and a few other stats effects. There are quite a few of them that are extremely lackluster, that do almost nothing relative to other stats effects. Like comparing them to things like freeze, death mark, stuff like that, they're so minimal relative to them. Let's just go get that. He didn't actually put anything onto the board. Okay, we'll go through this down. He's putting more purples now. Oh, never mind. Wait, we could have just killed it the entire time. Didn't realize that was enough damage. I was trying to set up the extra turn. I was like, oh wait, never mind. One cast is already enough damage. And down it goes. Let me go do the other redeem code. This is also our last redeem code we have. Hopefully Salty will give me more. I asked her last Monday. She didn't give me any. So hopefully she gives me some this Monday. She better, because I don't have the troop art either. She didn't give me the troop art this week either, if you notice. I didn't have the new troops in any of the thumbnails because she forgot to give it to me. Let's see. Yeah, I'll start pestering her on like Sunday night just to make sure. Like maybe even Sunday afternoon and then Sunday nights. Just to make sure. But yeah, this is our absolute last redeem code, so rip. Oh, it's kind of funny. I'm using... This is kind of ironic that I'm using it as my last redeem code. This is probably the first redeem code I should have given out. You'll see what I mean when I post it. There it is. Start as our final redeem code. It's the only one we have left. We'll have more on Monday, hopefully, though. Or should be able to get them then. But yeah, starts. starts as our last one, and towards the end of the stream. Makes perfect sense. Okay, let me go and get the link for this. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code, or use this link that I'm about to post in 1 second. So yeah, here you guys go. There's the redeem code. And you can go use that on gemsofwar.com underneath game code, or just click that link, which will bring it to you there quicker. Just copy that, copy the thing. Your invite code is, if you go under settings, and if you click over to right here, you can see your invite code. Whatever yours says is what you put there. Also, I said we wouldn't reach 1 million, and I was right, but we actually got a bit closer than I thought. Not to mention we're going to get a lot of gold next Friday when we actually go open up all the Merlantis stuff. Anyways, let me go claim the code for myself. But yeah, everyone make sure to use it. It's below and in chat as well. Let me go redeem code, put that in. I'm not a robot. Click redeem, and success. Okay, so let's go claim it. And it gives the normal reward of... Also, console players, unfortunately, cannot use it. For PC mobile only, by the way. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Just a little bit of resources to help out. And let's get the gem key. And we get a runic, which I'm actually perfectly fine with. Because we do need runics. I need runics more than I need the ultra rares. Because I'm never disenchanting them. So, and even if I was, an ultra rare is only 25 souls. A runic is a runic. And I value a 1 runic trait stone at much higher of a value than 25 souls. Not to mention, if you tried to craft a runic in the Soul Forge, I think it costs 7 major trait stones plus like 100 souls. So we'd already be down 75 souls plus the arcane or the runics just doing that. So yeah, it's definitely better getting 1 runic than 25 souls, that is for sure. The value for disenchanting is actually ridiculously bad, which is why I don't bother doing it at all. I was expecting them when they released the Soul Forge to actually rebalance it, but they didn't. So, yeah, I would say basically never bother disenchanting. There's no point in doing it with how little it gives. Might as well just keep hoarding them. Even though, of course, hoarding them kind of gives no purpose either. Assuming you, well, of course you send all of them immediately. That's what you should be doing with them. But once you reach past that, you could either have the choice of really disenchanting them or keeping them. Really, you might as well just keep them. The amount of souls you get from disenchanting is so minimal. Well, go throw that down. I believe if we soul farmed for 40 hours straight, or sorry, not 40 hours. That'd be way too long. Oh wait, or is it 40 hours? Never mind, I was right. 40 hours. If we were to soul farm for 40 hours straight, we could get more than all the souls that we would end up accumulating from disenchanting everything at once. Which of course is a long amount of time to be doing just one thing like that for. But still, relative to it, to be able to have one of the highest troop values in the entire game, or troop numbers, I prefer having that. Honestly, I probably would disenchant all if it wasn't for the fact that this number existed. The total troops that shows on the profile. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably actually go and disenchant them. But having a higher number there makes it easier for you to get recruited. Because if they go under there looking for it and they see like, hey, you reached number 1 rank once, and hey, you have like way more troops than me. If they see that, they'll be more likely to actually let you in. And that's another reason. Though I have no need to actually go into any guild, but as far as everyone else who doesn't actually already have their own guild, that it would help getting recruited into one. Or I would assume so. We'll double the green. Particularly if you're trying to find one in global chat, because they can of course check your profile immediately if you're there. Move the green. Throw the greens. I mean, yeah, I just called yellow green. Well, technically yellow does have green in it. It's actually why I'm not wearing a yellow shirt right now. Because of course it's yellow day. I do own a yellow shirt. But this is what happens if I go get it. It might be one of the reasons why I actually keep calling yellow green. Because this is yellow. See? Look at how yellow it is. See? Yellow. Perfectly yellow. Because yellow is, at least as far as a computer is concerned, is composed of red and green. And since it's such a bright color, and of course green screen, a yellow shirt, or actually let me go prove that it is yellow. I could just be holding a green shirt. Let's see, where's my thingy? Where's my head background thing? Filter. Oops, wrong one. Where's my head? Where's my head? There it is. Filter. There we go. See? Yellow. Actually, it almost does look like the green screen behind me because it has like a greenish yellow thing. Yeah, look, it does. It thinks it's a green screen. Yeah, it's a yellow. Oops, now I need to go put the filter back on. Where'd it go? There. But yeah, that's why that happens. Anyways. I've been trying to find a dark yellow, a dark green, and a dark brown shirt to actually be able to wear for the related color days. But it is really hard to find those colors in dark. Well, actually brown is a little bit easier. But I'm trying to find all of them at once. It's fine if I go get it separately. But I haven't been able to find any dark green that would be dark enough. I have seen the color. I've seen the color in stores that are like dark enough, but I've never actually seen it in a shirt form. I've seen objects that had it, but not a shirt form. But a really dark yellow is ridiculously hard to find because every yellow you ever see is pretty much like a nice, bright, vibrant. They don't have like that really off like yellow colors, which would be what I would need to actually wear a yellow shirt on a green screen. That or get a green or green screen, but that's not really capable. I could always double it up. I do actually have another one of the things behind me, which would make it look a little bit greener because it's pretty thin. I'm actually surprised because it's like something I see through, yet it still works as a green screen. Never really understood that. Like right now, I can actually see. Well, actually, I can't. It blocks enough, but I do have a clock there, and I can almost read the numbers on it. I'll go take the green right up there. Oh, let me go move this. Now my interface is all over the place. Move this down and see chat. Got Water Runic from the key. Nice. Can you try this team? Dwarven Gate, King Highforge, Apothecary, and Runesmith. Sure, an all-dwarf team. All dwarves are pretty bad, but might as well go use it. At least he uses some of the better ones, aside from Runesmith. But I think the biggest issue is there really isn't a fourth dwarf that works really well in that team. Unless you double up on one, of course. Also, we're about to lose this. Whoa. What's happening here? This is not supposed to happen. We just lost all of our mana. Actually, we might... Should we play it out? I don't think we're going to play it out. Oh, we'll play it out. Okay. Because we're probably going to lose any second to the Corvash / Famine. What do we need to win? Nothing. We just lose. Yeah, now it's over. Because he's going to Skull, he's going to Corvash. He has way too many options that we can't deny all of them. Okay, let's go do the all-dwarf team. Get that out. Let's see. Oh, you just got Dracula's third trait. Nice. What's the best PvP or Guild War team with him? Best Guild War team is Crimson Bat, Valkyrie, Draculus, and Void Portal for Red Guild War Day. Best PvP team? I don't know if it would be best, but one of my favorite things to use a Draculus with, even though it doesn't actually utilize his traits, so you can actually go traitless if it happened to have been. But it's Humility, Draculus, and one other supporting troop. Double Humility, Draculus. You can basically get a one-shot Draculus to kill out the entire team. And if it doesn't one-shot, it gains so much HP that you can just follow it up and then win out that way. But yeah, Humility spam into Draculus with a double yellow banner is one of my favorite things to do with a Draculus. But let's go do the all-dwarf team as suggested. Where to go? We need... where to go? We need... Where to go? I keep losing track of where it is. Dwarven Gates. Because whenever someone types something into chat, it moves up. Dwarven Gates, King, Highforge. Wow, we still only have one copy of him. I really need to get at least a second. Apothecary. One of the few legends. Actually, he might be the only legend in the entire game I only have one copy of right now. That and the one that literally just came out this week. Apothecary and Runesmith. Okay, we'll get all this in there. And yeah, I guess we'll keep the runesmith. We don't need to go bother with the other one. So I do want to move that down. Just because I want the apothecary to die and still have high forge. Whenever you use mana generators, you want to have at least one color of the troop that it generates into below it. So with apothecary, you want to have at least one brown troop below the apothecary. You'd also generally want to have two of the whatever color it's using, but I guess high forge with a 15 mana cost is high enough that that won't matter as much. I'm looking for a green-blue right here. +2 blue actually wouldn't be too bad either, but I don't think we have a way to put +2 into this team really well, so we'll just leave it as is at a green-blue. Let's see. We're gonna move that down. Why bother buffing something that has a natural 0 attack? Because it's so tanky already that it wouldn't matter. We've used Fortress Gate in buffing its attack before because I had Impervious, just to mess around with it, and it works out pretty well. It's perfectly fine to buff things that have 0 attack, or essentially 0 attack. Let's see. Because you get to use their tankiness while still using their, while still having a decent attack value for them. There used to be a really meta team before additional types came into the game that basically allowed Fortress Gate to become one of the best troops in the game, surprisingly. It was Fortress Gate plus the Spark Grinder. It's not possible anymore, though, because at the time there was only one classification called Constructs, and then it was transformed into 2 different categories, Mechs and Constructs, and that basically made it a little bit weird because there was some kind of conflict with some things being Construct but not a Mech, and some things being Mech but not a Construct, and then there were things that would buff specifically Mechs and some things that would buff specifically Constructs, yet they don't have synergy together despite them both being very similar. So for example, the Spark Grinder, he only triggers on Mechs, not on Constructs, and both Dwarven Gate and the Fortress Gate are both Constructs, not Mechs. Can we Surge? Thank you. Okay, get some brown, and it gets the Entangle. But we can go get our barrier, get our mana, go from there. Before I do though, let me get a High Forge down. Oh, we even got the Cleanse, which we'll use soon. I don't want to use it now though. Go through the damage first to get the double kill. He gets the Impervious on the stun, which doesn't even do anything. Get that right back up. Get another ability down. And start hitting those two. Get a Dwarven Gate up. Do we need to go for the value? Yeah, sure, why not? We don't have enough mana to get them all the way up anyways with the cast, so now we can go do that. Hit it up, get Apothecary down, go from there. So we'll do that on red. That rolling, move that up. High Forge, dead. Or actually, no, not even close to that. Especially after that summon. But we'll do that. And let's see. Yeah, dwarves are not that good at the moment. Nor have they ever been. But, go throw that down. Throw a blue. Oh wait, hello. Fortress Gate, kind of in the way of what I'm trying to do. So we'll go give it to both of them now. And get the Apothecary down, which is what I wanted initially, but of course it was being blocked by the gates. And then we'll just go double last hits. And now we just need to poke it with literally anything. Here you go. Have a skull. And down it goes. Please use Team Grigoltha, Emperor Corvash, Scion, and Crimson Bats. Banner, Holy Banner. Sure, we can go do that. Generally, Scion isn't used in the back like that, but it does work. So we'll go mess with it. Generally, Scion is always used first slot, and if it's not, it's used in second slot. But you can use it just for the drain if you wanted to. Particularly if you don't have it traded, obviously, where you kind of have to if you were to use it in a team. Where did the team just go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Grigoltha. Corvash. Get the core. What else we need? Corvash, Scion, and Crimson Bats. At least it has the true damage synergy, if nothing else. Scion and Crimson Bats. So we have 2 mana drains, 3 true damages, and a Grigoltha. And we're missing the color of green. Which I guess we can go the minus green banner then. There it is. +2 blue, +1 yellow. We'll just roll with that. We have 3 blues that can utilize that. 1 yellow that goes into the Grigoltha, which is one of the most important things to get up anyways. So it ends up working out decently. And just starting move here. I guess we try getting the Scion up initially. Not because we want the Scion up, but just because of our Cascade chance. There we could just go for the simple move. We're just taking the blue. Yeah, let's just do that. Before what we know, we'll be safe. Take the blue to red. He gets some free stuff. I'm taking all the frees. All the freebies. Okay. What next? What next? Blue, he'll double green. There's nothing I can do about that. Unless I go take a green now. But we don't actually use green. So we're probably going to lose to the fact that we don't use green. If we're going to lose by any means. Well, we can Corvash that. Go get the drain on it. The one less thing we'll have to worry about. We can go drop that, but we do lose our turn. So technically there wasn't much point in dropping it for 4 times, then I should have dropped it for 3 times if it was even possible. A double cleanse, very nice. We still have the one not cleansed, but he can easily cleanse himself, so that's not too big a deal. Nice extra turn. Well, we Crimson Bat into another Gorgolfa, and then hopefully get a Corvash Elf. There we go. And now we can just simply Corvash into a Scion. So throw a Corvash, throw a Scion. Actually, let me hold on Scion, so the other things can get mana. And now we can just Crimson Bat into Corvash in this match. There we go. See you later, Gillax. Have a good day. Have a good day. Actually, I think I'm going to be heading out myself at this point. So, anyone have any last-minute questions? Otherwise, yeah, I guess we will be heading out for now until later tonight. I'm gonna go grab a beat bite and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we'll be back in, what is that then? 6.5 hours from now? 6.5 hours from now, we will be back with the Gems of War Guild Wars. I don't know why I say weird like that every single time, but yeah, we'll be back with that 6.5 hours from now. The following night, we'll be going over the new troop when we get the little spoiler thing for it that the devs normally do several hours before it comes out. Of course, next Wednesday, we have something special happening for the 3-year anniversary, at least the start of it. And next Friday, we are getting the Merlantis Kingdom, so we'll get to mess around with that. Not 100% sure if Console's getting Merlantis this Friday, but I haven't heard anything saying that they're not getting it. So we'll see what happens. How does how does your game play so fast? Oh, you change the speed underneath settings, graphics, and then animation speed. Click it all the way to the right. So it says 4 times or 2 times. 1 times is actually pretty slow. 1.5 times is basically what it was before it ever got any speed change. 2 times is slightly quicker than that, and generally most people play at 4 times because playing at anything slower will give you less resources per hour. So most people have kind of just got adjusted and started playing at 4 times speed at this point. But yeah, for starting out, you might want to put it on like 2 times speed. It's quicker, but it's still slow enough that you can see what on earth is happening. Once you get a feel for the game, definitely put it up to 4 times because it'll just speed up everything. All the grinds and everything in the game. Anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We will be back about 6.5 hours from now, as we are every night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to go do the Guild Wars stream. We'll do the Guild Wars, we'll do the dungeons, mess around with all that. And we'll have the Stardew Valley stream as we normally do at noon tomorrow. So yeah, anyways, have a wonderful day, everyone. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye, everyone.